twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no goddamn crown. I'm a rebel, yeah, my spirit's raw. The world can't touch what the wild man saw. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Are you ready?
For Murf's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murf's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murf's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talladega for the DSR Electric 275. Right here, smack dab in the middle of the round of 12 for the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series Season 10 playoffs. It's going to get hot. It's going to get beefy. It's going to get crazy here tonight. And you're going to see it all live here on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Good evening, folks. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Got Zachariah Cartledge in the booth with me tonight, as well as Dean Hopton up producing, and our very good old Wesley Outland will be doing the backstretch here at Talladega. Well, folks, this is going to be a wild one. Talladega, obviously, there is no telling what the hell's going to happen here. each and every time we go here. There you see a playoff grid. You got MDW, Ryan Johnson, obviously Dustin Scruggs, Cofield, and others up there. Pretty big names up at the top. Down there at the bottom, you got a couple of guys that's won a couple of races this season trying to jump up into that black. You don't want to be red, you want to be black. You want to make sure that you're in the black after this round, and you will be running for a championship when it gets down to the nitty-gritty. Well, folks, real quick, we got everybody lined up on the grid. They're working their way around the 2.66 mile Superspeedway. So very quickly, we'll go through the starting grid here tonight at Talladega. Brian Shue, the Holodaddy, in the house. Mr. Restrictor Plate, as Wesley calls him. He will be rolling off from P1 with Jose Luis Rivera rolling up from P2. Jonathan Cofield, Alabama native, P3. Matt Cherry, 54, he'll be rolling off from P4. Jeff Murf, MDW, 5th and 6th. Tristan Bruce and the Bulldog. Adam Newton rolling off from P8. Matthew Cummins rolling off from P9. And Kermit the Frog here. Luke Smith rolling off from P10. Ed Osborne, Eric Zimmerman, the top 12, Zachariah.
Oh, man, this is going to be an exciting race. I'm really excited to see what these guys can do. It's Talladega. Anything can happen here, so anything prediction-wise we can think of is going to be thrown out the window on the first lap, so I'm just going to see how this plays out, but excited race tonight, especially with playoff implications on the line.
Absolutely, it will be. Lucas Lyons, Brandon Broadfoot, Cardenas, Rodriguez, Matt Lee, James Beard, one of them in that playoff picture trying to make it to the championship 8. Back at 8-8, Tyler Daniels, Huck Wigginton. That will be the top 20. Tickles, Montgomery, Scruggs way back there in the back trying to get himself in a good position. Chris Blanchard knows how to get it around the super speedways as well for 24th. JD, Jordan Durasic, Nick Sacco, Isaac Bevan, Brady LaBeouf, Raul Meza. Actually, Raul Meza is going to be racing. Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knight, your race director, is here this evening. Well, obviously, back there on the backstretch, my good buddy Wesley Allen. Buddy, how are you doing? It's been a while since I talked to you.
Hello, my friend. Congrats on being a daddy. I'm glad you and Taylor are enjoying the new life of having a new addition of the family. And obviously, it's always a privilege, pleasure, and honor to work with you. Talladega Superspeedway, the biggest track of NASCAR, 2.66 miles, 4.28 kilometers. I'm going to be covering what they call the Alabama Gang Super Stretch. This thing measures 4,000 feet long off of that 33 degrees of banking. Of course, it measures again 4,000 feet. You got 48 feet of width to run with. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Stay out of trouble. Avoid the big one. We're ready to go here at Talladega, my friend. Good evening.
There's going to be a good one here tonight. Pace car is off, or pace truck rather, is off. You saw the race details. We'll pull them up here for you in just a little bit after we get ready to rock and roll. Talladega, sweet home Alabama. We're rocking and rolling. Green flags in the air. Brian Shue leads them to the green flag for the most part. Everybody, double file formation. Really just going to keep it at that. And Wesley, you know as they do, they've got to take them a little bit to get up the full song. They work their way through one of 2 Shue squirts out ahead.
33 degrees of bank will now flatten out to 2 degrees, as I mentioned. Now they thunder on the opening go down that 4,000-foot-long super stretch. Leading the way, it's going to be Jose Luis Rivera, Brian Shue in tow. Everybody holds on to watch the 20 dive into turn number 3.
That's you down on the inside. Rivera up top trying to make it stick. Cherry absolutely wearing out Jonathan Cofield right here on the very first lap. Bump drafting is going to be a factor here tonight, folks. But got to be careful in the corners. You line it up wrong, you can spin somebody out. They go for a whirlwind, and then it's going to cause a hell of a wreck. Give the first lap by inches to Brian Shue. 9/1000th of a second. Starting to maybe see it. There we go.
Rivera spins into the pack. He collects a host of trucks. Involved includes Jose Luis Rivera. He is littered on the back straightaway. Other trucks scattered left and right to miss him. All this happened going into turn number 2, and it has caused a quick caution here on the opening laps at Talladega.
Wesley, I think a lot of that might have had to do with what I was just talking about. Got to get that bump draft lined up. You see it right there. It happened right there better view for you. Cherry gets in to obviously Jonathan Rivera rather, just sends him right around, causes one hell of a pileup. Everybody trying to duck and dodge, trying to get around him.
It looked like it might have been a little bit prematurely if you watched all that take place again. Obviously, we saw everybody scatter left and right like the in-laws are cutting the lights on and the roaches are hiding under the refrigerator when you saw all that took place in the corner. But watch from another angle one more time. And I'll tell you what, Zachariah, nowhere to go for the 20. I think this just might have been a little too aggressive getting started here.
Yeah, well, it actually happens like this all the time at Talladega. When you start the race, you're going to have people that are going to be aggressive at the start. A lot of people are wondering why you would be aggressive. Well, it's just because you want to be up front. You want to be out of the middle of the pack. But for some of these guys, they just were aggressive too soon. It caused the first caution on lap 2.
Jose Luis Rivera, see, whoa, a couple of them tried to sneak by right there and actually got tagged a little bit. MDW.
Matthew
baby,
David Wood took a hard shot. He got airborne, Jacob. I think we're getting ready to show it on the replay with the awesome replay by Bigglestein Hopton. Watch the 21 as he was the one that got hit hard into the outside safer barrier down in turn number 2 as the 20 lost it.
Oh, baby, right on board, MTW. How'd you, kids? How'd you? Wife? Oh, God almighty, all 4 tires up into the air. Big, hard impact. And, you know, Zachariah, I mean, buddy, that's just one of those incidents. It's like you were saying. I think maybe just that pushing just right here on lap 2, I think it might be a little bit over-aggressive. But that can happen. And basically, MDW's night is done before it even got started.
Yeah, and as we saw on the replay, the 54 of Cherry, he got into the lead guy, Rivera, on the outside. That happens sometimes on the outside. When you're on the outside like that, you have to push a little bit harder because you're higher up the track. You have less advantage going into the turn. So, to me, it just looked like Cherry was pushing him really hard and just a little bit off-center going into turn 1.
Yeah, I think he might have slipped up just a little bit. Cherry right now leads, but odds are he'll get the EOL and get sent to the back. He's got Cofield, Tristan Bruce, Dylan Cardenas, and Osborne, the top 5. We're going to go take a quick commercial break. Bring you right back here at Talladega. Don't go anywhere.
Are you ready?
For Murf's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murf's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murf's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Oh, we're back at Talladega. Oh, Behind the Mic may end up coming back. We may end up getting a new episode of Door Back and Download this week. Behind the Mic may end up coming back. But, oh, got a couple of them backing up right here. Matt Cherry, yeah, looked like he might have got busted. Yes, sir. Matt Cherry with the EOL penalty from getting into Rivera, sending him around. So we see it right here on the Post Poppers Instant Replay. That's exactly what it was. And Zachariah, I mean, Cherry's just going to get sent to the back. That's one of those rules. Obviously, here in Nazareth, you cause a wreck, you get an EOL. But not only that, at Talladega, when you cause a wreck, you get sent to the back, and everybody else that got caught up in the wreck, they're pointing fingers at you and probably cussing you out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, if there's any good news for Cherry, it's that with this EOL, he can now chill out a little bit. Obviously, in the incident, he was just pushing the 02 car of Rivera, trying to get out front and make the outside line prevail. But if I'm Cherry, I get an EOL, I would just try to simmer in the back, let them wreck up front, and eventually make his way back up to the front once he feels it's safe enough to do so.
And, Wesley, we were talking about this actually off air that, the first thing we said when we went, well, hell, that didn't take long. And, and it really didn't. But, do we feel like, Wesley, do you feel like that, maybe these guys might need to tone it down a little bit, or do you think maybe it's just playoff jitters here at Talladega?
You think? No, I'll say this. I think the butterflies are there. I think there's a lot of unknowns, obviously, for many when you come to Talladega, or, you don't realize how much you can take this for granted, because if you make one wrong slip, if you're alongside the wrong guy, you make the wrong move, or you get somebody a little flustered, Talladega could become like a short track, and in a matter of time, next thing you know, you're caught up in an accident. So hopefully better heads will prevail as we'll get ready to wrap up our first Surf Pro caution, my friend, come before we start.
Yeah, absolutely. And MDW, Matthew David Wood, has left the building. Remember, this is the very first race in the Elite 12, so all those points he had going into the playoffs, all that just went right out the door. It's evened out. You see the line right there. He has no point gap over anybody. So he's going to be in a big old hole when we go further on here in the Elite 12. Green flag back in the air. Alabama native Jonathan Cofield leads them to the green. Tristan Bruce outside. Cardenas, Ed Osborne, Lucas Lyons, 888. Might get up there and help out his good buddy in the 58 of Jonathan Cofield. For the most part, Cofield leads Tristan Bruce to the outside of turn 2.
Alabama's Jonathan Cofield, remember the NASRA DSR Truck Series champion. Remember, Season 6 fires up with the NASRA Clash this Monday night. Stride for stride, Tristan Bruce to the outside. Here comes Cardena, Osborne. They stay in tow now as they work their way. Zachariah to you in turn 3.
Yeah, right now there's a whole separated pack from the main group. We're going to be interested to see if they can continue to be pulled out in front. But as you can see, the back is slowly starting to make their way back up to the front as Jonathan Cofield and Dylan Cardenas slowly start to continue to lead this race as we're going to the start-finish line for lap number 7 of 104.
They'll work their way back off into the corner right now. Cofield now back to the inside of the racetrack. He's got Dylan Cardenas right there to his left elbow. Up top side is now Lucas Lyons. Lyons and Cofield have kind of a, if you will, teamwork, if you will, not being teammates, but they are friends. Back straight away. Dylan Cardenas all up under the back of the rear end. He's got a trunk full of the leader. Cofield, his Chevrolet, dives below the double yellow line as they work single file the top 5 into 3.
Yeah, absolutely wearing out the tailgate of Jonathan Cofield. Cofield still got the lead. Poor Lucas Lyons straight up having to drop anchor. Rodriguez, oh baby, Rodriguez thought about going with him. He's going to hang out Lucas Lyons. 25 James Beard going to hang him out. Nobody going with the 88 of Lyons, but he got finally some damn help with Isaac Bevan. Finally lined up with him. Dustin Scruggs lined up with him. And here we go, Wesley. Starting to get ready to see a little bit of 3-wide racing in Talladega NASRA style.
They didn't take very long on the restart to stack them back up 3 wide right now. The top 7 or 8 trucks right to the double yellow line. Single file. You're on board now with Joshua Rodriguez. He's all the way in 15th. That stack of traffic now has Brian Chu to the inside. The Holodaddy, Mr. Restrictor Plate up the middle. We're 3 wide. Zachariah coming off 4.
And don't look now because Lucas Lyons in the 88 is leading that outside lane, coming right next to 58 of Mark Cofield. We'll see if this outside lane can finally start making some headway. Maybe not, though. The 11 car goes to the inside of the 27, cutting him out. Lucas Lyons continuously on the outside lane. We'll see if with this new help with the 11 car they can finally make headway and get back up to the 58 of Mark Cofield as we go into turn 1.
Field back to the inside of the racetrack. Got plenty of room where Cardenas behind him up top shelf now. Here comes the 27. The Willman up top there. That's Isaac Bevan's Toyota. He's trying to get something for him to the outside, safer barrier lane. Meanwhile, now he'll scamper back to the middle. Down to the inside. We're 2 by 2, side by side. Cofield trucks, Lyons, Cofield, door to door, stride for stride, up to 33 degrees of banking in turn 3 and 4.
Cofield down on the bottom side with Lyons, double L up on the top side. Scruggs giving the shove to him. Cardenas right behind him as well. Then check it out. You got the 19. You got Adam Newton up here smack dab in the middle of this. Got the Holodaddy Brad Chu right behind him. May end up being Adam Newton. Could be the sugar daddy out of all this, but both the daddies lined up. third, fourth on the outside lane. Cofield wide, still door to door. Here comes Cardenas, gives a shot going into turn 2.
Cardenas is now going to carry also Dustin Scruggs with him. We still watch that outside lane move to try to get a third lane going. It will now be for naught. Back side by side. It's Cofield and Lyons. Cardenas, Scruggs, Newton, single file, door to door now as they work into turn number 3.
Lucas Lyons is finally about to get cleared this 58. He needs a little bit more help from the 11 of Dustin Scruggs coming up at turn 4. The main question is, once Lyons gets clear of this outside lane and has the availability to go to the inside, will he do it or will he stick with the 11 who's been helping him the last few laps? If I was him, I'd go with the 11, but we'll see what he can do. Right now, he's not even close to being cleared, though, as Cofield continues to lead as we start lap number 11.
And we're heading towards 15 laps to go now in stage number 1, and now we got that third lane showing up again, but nobody will show any help except in the middle. It's right now the inside lane. It's Cofield, the DSR Season 5 champion of Monday night. It's also Lyons, who's won in super speedways before. Jacob, they're side by side. 58, 88, door to door in turn 3.
Yeah, Lyons still up on the top, still trying to get it going. Scruggs right behind him, trying to help out as well. You want to find the 3 wide, you got to go all the way back to Joshua Rodriguez. In the 1, you see him way outside the top 15. He is the only one that's taking a shot, trying to make it 3 wide. I'm making Jeff Murk in the 60. Pokes out ahead, gets out from behind Matthew Montgomery. Now Murk, obviously, we know how he is, Wesley. Murk is very aggressive. Door banging! Big time door banging right there with Jurassic. Murk goes up the hill as Cofield leads off 2.
Watch them now climb into that position now as you see now Murk falling back for a moment. A former champion of the series now losing ground. He is the Floridian of the number 60. Now powers up on the outside lane. He's got a renewed vigor. He battles alongside the 24 Rodriguez as they work into turn number 3.
And as all this is happening, Jeff Murk is trying to get that third lane rolling. Right now it has nothing happening as the inside continues to prevail. It's been like that since the race started. But the 88 and 11, they are not giving up. They are trying their best to make this outside lane get going. They always seem to get to Mark Cofield's right rear, but then they slowly fade back as they enter the turn. We'll see what continues to happen here.
And right now it's still Cofield now hugged to the inside lane. There goes Lyons now. You want to say he's in second, but right now Cardenas is threatening on the bottom. Meanwhile, Dustin Scruggs, Luke Smith, Dustin Scruggs up 19th positions. He starts to free fall a little bit. Why? We're 3 by 3 by 3, 4 rows in Talladega into turn 3 up the banking. And Newton powers to the lead on the high side.
Mr. Bulldog Adam Newton took a shot from Jeff Murk and took it all the way to the penthouse, all the way to the front, jumps right in front of Jonathan Cofield, hung out Jeff Murk. Murk now, he's got to rally back. He's got to get Matt Cherry to line up right behind him. Maybe make it 3 wide before they get to turn 1. Now Lyons jumps up in front of Jeff Murk, leaves the middle lane open for Dustin Scruggs. We're looking 3 wide once again at 1 and 2.
We now got Newton on the bottom of the racetrack now. Pulls up in front of the front bow. Your leader, Cofield, in the early going. Scruggs now right in the middle. He's got Cofield, Lyons, Chill. 3 by 3 by 3 again now as they thunder into turn number 3 after the Alabama Gang super stretch.
Lyons and Scruggs are now separated. Scruggs goes to the inside. He will be your new race leader. That third lane was rolling for a second there. You saw the 19 of Adam Newton get to the lead for a minute. Here comes the middle lane. It's the 51 of Brian Chu trying to make something work with the 27 car. The 27's been pushing somebody all race. You got to see if he can make a move one of these times. But right now, the 2 lanes, bottom and middle, are finally connected. We'll see if this middle lane can finally prevail and get some of these drivers out to the front.
Closing in on 10 to go here in stage 1 at Talladega. High climbers in the field. Scruggs the leader, up 22 spots. Isaac Bevan up 22 spots in 5th. Chris Blanchard, the 9. He is in main. He's up in the top 5. He climbed 19 spots through the field as they are working in the top 10. And we're still 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. Oh, I'm running out of lumber words as they head to turn 3, Jacob.
Yeah, a whole lot of them 3 wide here at Talladega. That's how they can do it. We've even seen 4 wide on occasion here with the NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Brian Chew gets the shove. On CB, Chris Blanchard gives him the shove as well. Matt Lee lined up behind him as well. Now big move down to the bottom side. Brian Chew will lead him. Here at Talladega started on the pole, and that's exactly where he sits. Dustin Scruggs and Chris Blanchard, they started outside of the top 20. They're up here battling for second off turn 2.
Want to get through the first stage, that's the plan. And if you're playoff drivers, you want all the stage points you can get. It's the Toyota Brian Chew. Not anymore. Chevrolet bow tie power coming up the middle. It's Chris Blanchard. Blanchard powers to the lead in the middle lane. He goes to the top spot with a push by the 44, Matt Lee, off the corner in 3 and 4.
Chris Blanchard had the lead for a second, but like we've seen this whole race, the middle line falls out as we enter the turn. Brian Chew gets back to the lead with help from Dustin Scruggs. Scruggs has been the pusher all race. Once again, the same conversation as the 27. We'll have to see when he decides to make a move and stop helping other people. Right now, he continues to push to 51, and Chew leads another lap. He's going to go to the outside as we go into turn 1 to block the run coming in the middle.
Yeah, threw a push on him and now got him a little loose as there's a wiggle, the jiggle, the bobble in the corner. Somehow through the 33 degrees, Brian Chew holds on to it. The Bulldogs got the claws out now. He now holds off Scruggs. Newton to the outside. What a move by the 51 of Brian Chew. The Holiday got a push from Blanchard, and they're door-to-door, stride for stride again into 3.
Everybody holding their breath here at Talladega. Brian Chew, what a save. Coming through 1 and 2 on this lap. Jeff Murf trying to line up on the top side, trying to make it work. But Brian Chew able to jump up, put that block on Blanchard, lined himself right back up, jumps back down to the bottom side right in front of Dustin Scruggs. Now Blanchard, he gets a wheel in there, gets right up to the door, side by side, door to door, 2 by 2 by 2, and we're looking 3 wide as here comes Jeff Murf.
One wrong slip, and we got a storm brewing. It's about to be a Category 5 at Talladega. The Hurricanes are brewing. Down into the turn 2 area, to the back straightaway. Jeff Burke now finding daylight on the outside. He's trying to get out of the eye of the storm. That's Blanchard holding on to the spot now as he battles with now Drew Chew on the inside in 3.
Brian Chew has been dominating this race so far. Start on the front row, continues to dominate here, but look at the people behind him. Chris Blanchard up 22 spots, Dustin Scruggs up 20 spots, Matt Lee up 13 spots. These guys have been going from the back to the front, and now they finally have a chance to crack the lead. They are going to absolutely take this. You see Chris Blanchard leads that lap. He still is not on the inside as we go to turn 1, so the middle lane will slow down. We'll see if this middle lane can find anything to beat up the bottom side of Brian Chew before the end of the stage.
3 wide again as they work up on the top shelf as they close in on the back straightaway off that 33 degrees of banking. 33 degrees of banking becomes 2 degrees down the Alabama Gang super stretch. This long 4,000-foot back straightaway. Blanchard now hugs the inside double yellow line. He's committed to the inside. Blanchard now up the middle. That's Brian Chew, correction. It's the lead. It's Scruggs on his inside, and he's got help with Newton on the bottom at a 4.
They're trying to work that top side. Double L Lucas Slides is there. Matt Lee says, thank you very much. I'll jump to the top side. We'll make it 3 wide for the lead. Blanchard stuck in the middle. Lee up top with Jeff Murf. Here comes Matt Lee to the top side. Double 4. Now jumps right down into the middle lane. Right in front of Blanchard. Here comes Jeff Murf with Lucas Slides, and the Holiday still on the bottom.
6 laps to go and playoff points are on the line. 3 by 3 by 3 again for the front pack. It's Matt Lee now, the man in the middle. He's going to hold off the likes of Jeff Burke to the outside lane. Brian Chew to the bottom. They're going to stay 3 wide as they work their way to turn 3 up to 33 degrees at Talladega.
Coming up on 5 laps to go on the stage, you can absolutely see that in the aggression of these drivers as we go 3 wide. Off the exit of turn 4, it's currently Matt Lee and Brian Chew. Matt Lee in the middle, finally finding something that works. He's going to get past the 51 of Brian Chew, cut to the inside, cutting the 9 of Blanchard now in the middle, in the lead, in the middle line. But it's all Matt Lee leading, but don't look now because it's 3 wide. We're all even as we go into turn 1. Blanchard now ahead a little bit over Matt Lee.
Even Steven Newby as we again work our way into the corner. It's still 3 by 3 by 3. Now we get back single file, at least for daylight, for Matthew Lee. He powers back to the top spot. Blanchard on the outside lane. He gets a push by James Beard. First time we mentioned his name tonight in the front of the pack. They work into turn number 3. Stride for stride now. Third lane can't get started. Lyons hooks up with a partner. They're coming to 4 to go off 4.
You mentioned James Beard, one of those drivers in the playoffs trying to make it to the championship 8. He's in the black trying to get into the red. What it would mean for James Beard to win here tonight at Talladega and lock himself straight into the championship 8. He's in a pretty good spot. Get him some stage points. Lined up right in behind Chris Blanchard. Matt Lee still leads on the bottom. Brian Chew behind him. Isaac Bevan, Dustin Scruggs, and the Bulldog. Adam Newton, they're all working their way through 1 and 2.
Brian Chew gives him a push to help Lee power away in the 44. That's the green and black machine, but here comes the outside lane, forming again with Blanchard in tow. The other truck starting to climb. Here comes Jeff Burke, and they'll try to stick it 3 wide again. Meanwhile, Matt Lee, single file on the bottom in 3 and 4.
Matt Lee is in a tough situation here, blocking 3 separate lanes of cars. Right now, it's the outside prevailing as we go off exit. Matt Lee's going to stay to the inside. This is going to give a shot for Jeff Murk on the outside to find a way to the front. We are still 3 wide, all even, maybe even 4 wide. We have a car going to the outside. We are 4 wide, and Jeff Murk gets cut out to drive. Back 3 wide. We enter turn 1 with 3 to go. We are all 3 wide at Talladega.
We were 3 wide, we were 4 wide, we're back 3 wide, and now Cofield up on the outside lane goes to the lead. The push by Cherry and by Lyons pushes the outside lane to P1. Cofield from Mumford, Alabama. He calls this track home to the lead at Talladega with the laps winding down in stage 1 in turn 3.
Jonathan Cofield to the top side. Matt Cherry right behind him. Here comes Matt Lee down on the bottom side. Gets a shove. Tries to make it stick. Slots up. 3 wide again. Chew stuck down on the bottom side. Blanchard there right behind him behind Matt Lee. Cherry shoving Cofield at the line. We have 2 laps to go here in stage number 1. Who is going to get it done? Back 3 wide. Lee's there. Holiday is there, and Cofield's slipping back on the top side.
Ian's just made one little slip a moment ago. Somehow he corrected and did not get into Matthew Lee in that middle lane. Meanwhile, it's Brian Chew locked to the inside of the racetrack. Lee's got pushed from Blanchard with a help by Beard in the middle. The middle lane might be the faster lane. They're working turn number 3. The storm is brewing. Can they hold on to the other side? In stage 1 here in Talladega, they're all 4.
Coming to the white flag in stage 1. Somehow we have all stayed green since the lap 2 caution. Coming to the white flag, it's Matt Lee and Brian Chew. They've been the story of the night. 1-2 for the majority of this race. Who will be first coming to the white flag? We have a wreck out of in the middle of the field, but we make the white flag. It's white flag in stage 1, but a caution will come out, ending the stage with Brian Chew, your leader.
Back straightaway, guys. Caution is out, so they're going to come to the flag this time by, even though we're under yellow flag, Jacob Reeves, and I think they're trying to sort this out to determine who will be the stage 1 winner. It looks like it's going to be Brian Chew, the Holiday.
Yeah, he ain't playing around. He's got it on the throttle. He don't even want Lee to get up here and even have a shot to try to get that stage. They're racing all the way back, obviously, to the pace truck. But holy hell, what a wreck at the start-finish line. Jonathan Cofield, one of those drivers that got involved in it, as well as James Beard. I believe he got involved in it as well. Numerous drivers involved. Playoff implications happening here at Talladega. And James Beard is actually stuck up against the wall. You see Beard right there for a split second up against the wall. He is stuck. He cannot move. And the 25 tried to get it going. He may end up having to tow right there, Zechariah.
Yeah, absolutely. And back to the main wreck, it looks like the 25 has towed. The rubber band finally snapped right before the start-finish line coming to the white flag. I mean, I don't even understand how they made it to the white flag without wrecking to begin with. But as we came to the white flag, everybody started to get too aggressive. As you can see, the whole middle of the field basically wiped out in that final lap caution. But it looks like Brian Chew wins the stage. Matt Lee in second. Chris Blanchard in third. Starting to see a trend here. That's the top three that we've seen the majority of this race. Obviously, the three front runners going into the final two stages. So look out for those three drivers, including Brian Chu, your stage winner. But a crazy wreck, including the 60 of Jeff Murk and many others involved. And that's going to end stage one as we head to pit road, I believe, for the start of stage number 2.
Isaac Bevan slid up just a little bit. Might have got in one of those drivers. I think it was, hell, there was so many of them lined up right there, but eventually Jonathan Cofield, James Beard, others getting involved. Holiday Brian Chu looked like he is going to be the stage 1 winner. Leads them down pit road. We'll see kind of what happens right here. Zachariah, I'm expecting maybe not tires, but, I mean, it is under caution, and they only get 3 sets. So, I mean, I don't blame them to go ahead and burn a set right here under caution.
Yeah, new tires definitely will help your race car, but this is Talladega. We're only 25 laps in. I'm expecting these guys to take fuel and get out of there. As you can see, some people already get out of their pits. Tires will definitely play a factor at the end of the race, but it's still very early. And as you can see, a lot of these drivers looks like they're just taking fuel. And Matt Lee and Brian Chu continue to be 1-2 coming out of pit road.
And Chu able to beat them all off pit road, had that number 1 pit stop, and he was able to shoot right on out of there. He will lead them back. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back at Talladega. We're going to talk to the Holiday right here on the end of this break. Folks, we're back here at Talladega. What a wild finish at the end of stage number 1. You see the race details, obviously 25 at the end of stage 1. Stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic will go all the way to 50. We'll go all the way to 104. And there you saw it, obviously, how it is here in Nazareth. Unlimited attempts at a green, white, checkered. We'll go ahead and bring up your stage 1 winner, and that is the Holiday himself. Brian Chu gets it done, baby. Brian, congratulations on the stage 1 win. You know how to get up here at the front here at these Superspeedway races.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's less trucks in here tonight. Sometimes if, I got caught up in that second lap deal, which I don't understand what they were doing there, but I was a little frustrated I had to go kind of to the rear there, but the deal was there wasn't like 38 trucks in this. It was more like, I came out 18th, so I said, screw it. I'm going to go try to get back to the front and just pick the right lines. I mean, Scruggs was pushing me a lot pretty good there and made the right moves and got back to the front.
And, Brian, I mean, I got to ask you this, obviously. You're not in the playoff picture. You're not in one of those positions to try to go for the championship 8. Does it, does it kind of make you feel like somewhat you maybe be like the bad guy? Because everybody else, everybody's looking for these Elite 12. They're looking for all these guys in the Elite 12 to try to win, lock themselves in. You're not, but you're pretty damn good at these super speedways. Does it kind of make you kind of have that bad guy feel to where you can really disrupt, people trying to lock themselves into the championship 8?
I mean, hey, if some guys are needing points, just push me because I know how to take the push. So if some of those other guys know I'm decent enough here, then if they follow me through, they're ahead of everyone else. So I try to respect them all clean. You don't see me making any dive crazy moves or pushing the people bad. So I'm trying to be respectful of that. But I mean, at the same time, this is a chance for me to win, and I'm going to do what I can to do it.
Well, how about that? The Holiday Brian Chu gets it done. Stage 1, buddy. Congratulations on that. And good luck the rest of the race.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man.
That was Brian Chu. Send him on back down there. Wesley, that kind of seemed like it was kind of normal, I guess you could say, for a stage 1 here with Nazareth Talladega.
I mean, we had the early caution when it started, and then we had the little hiccup, as it come to the end of the stage, and obviously, this is the type of racing we have. And remember, this is the Elite 12. If you win this race, you punch your ticket into the championship final. So if you're a guy like, one of these 12 playoff contenders, You're going to do whatever means necessary, but you got to not do it prematurely, right? We're coming to green, Jacob. We're ready to go for stage 2. Remember, we still got two stages left in this thing.
Yeah, we still got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Shout out to Jerry Reed. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. Brian Chu, Matt Lee, the Bulldog, Adam Newton. We got a little bit of a deal right there. There you see, though, both of them teammates with Blue Line Racing. Adam Newton, Brian Chu down on the inside. Cardenas tried to go there as well. A big move by Tristan Bruce from top to bottom right in front of JD coming off turn 2.
Glass Mechanic stage 2 and underway to the back straightaway. Let's see what Brian Chu would swim can do in the second stage. He's got to hold off Matt Lee up on the outside lane. Scruggs will follow him. It's Newton on the inside as well. Cardenas had a good strong flow in stage 1. He now works the inside off 3 and 4.
Brian Chu continuing to lead this race. We see 2 cars on the top side holding pretty strong right now with Matt Lee and Dustin Scruggs. We'll see if they can continue to stay side by side with these leaders, but the inside is still prevailing. Brian Chu continuing to dominate this field. He leads another lap, the first one of stage 2 as we come to turn 1 and turn 2. Can this outside lane do anything in the middle of line?
Watch this middle lane, trying to get something going. There's the man, Matthew Lee, a guy that knows these big races very well. Behind him, one of the guys that raced NASCAR in the early beginning of 2020 in the COVID era, Dustin Scruggs. They work now, tandem, on the middle lane. The outside lane, Cardenas now on the inside, trying to push the inside row. There goes Chu. He'll power away on the inside, but something's getting started up top. Just can't get anything going yet by Osborne.
Lucas Lyons back there as well with Osborne. Also add Kermit the Frog. Luke Smith back there trying to make it happen. Jeff Murk as well. Front 2 on the top side of Matt Lee, Dustin Scruggs all by themselves, but here comes a little bit of help. Here comes Lucas Lyons, double 8. Comes up, he doesn't get to help him. He jumps up top. Murk goes with him. Cofield's lined up with Murk. Baby, we're back trying to get to that 3 wide, and yes, we are 3 wide off turn 2.
And Cofield saw Jeff Murk full steam coming along with the driver of Lions, and he said, I'm going to push up and help them. He'll power to the lead. Cofield moving to the lead on the outside lane, pushing Lucas Lyons to the number 1 spot. Now Murk gets greedy, goes to the inside, tries to take the spot away. He's stuck to the inside lane as they work off 4.
Lucas Lyons is your brand new leader here at Talladega. To the outside goes Jeff Murk. Jeff Murk goes back to the outside, trying to find a way to get a push from the car behind him to get up to the front. He pushed Lyons to the lead, and now he wants to be the one getting pushed by Lyons in first place on the inside. He continues to struggle, though. Lyons continues to be to his quarter panel. Can he get clear off of turn 2?
He'll push him 1 lap, but then he wants to lead the next. It's Murk now up on the high side. Matt Lee behind him, led by Scruggs. They get a little wiggle there for a second off the banking, down the back straightaway. They thunder into the inside lane. It is Lucas Lyons now, the driver from Kentucky, on the inside, leading the way over Murk in 3 and 4.
80 Acres out there on the live chat was saying that looking for the 6 and the 15 to get hooked up. Well, the 15 of Dylan Cardenas is up here in the mix trying to race it out. And obviously JD in the 6. He saw all the chaos happening. He said, to hell with this. He dropped anchor, went all the way back to the back. Cardenas taking a shot to the inside, or the middle rather. Scruggs slid back down. Here comes Luke Smith now on the top side, trying to make this 3rd lane get rolling. But Lucas Lyons and Brian Chu door to door off turn 2.
And this time they work off that second turn. Here we come, a couple of trucks getting loose on the high side. The 3rd lane, Murk pulls up in front of Matt Lee. He'll take that spot. Moving now alongside stage 1 winner Brian Chu. There's a bump by Lee. Up the hill goes Murk alongside Brian Chu. They're side by side. 2 truck tandem leaders off 4.
Jeff Murk is not giving up on this outside lane. He is trying his hardest to try to get up to the front. He's not getting help from this 3rd lane on the top side as they try to make it 3 wide. But Murk is continuing to hold strong with the help from the push of Matt Lee right behind him. He continues to not get clear of the 51 of Chu, and now it's not helping, like I said, because there's a 3rd lane of traffic. We are 3 wide going off of turn 2.
Yeah, we are 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 again. Do the math. That's 12 trucks, 3 wide with one another, and maybe then some. To the back straightaway. It's Lyons up on the top shelf. He got a push by Scruggs. Here's the middle lane forming with Murf, and they'll pull up in front of the 60 as they work in 3.
Yeah, I mean, they are moving all over the place. Jeff Murf right here on the bottom side. Jumps back down. Lee right in behind him. Obviously, they're doing a little bit of talking over there with the Catch Fence Motorsports Brigade. Here comes Murf. Jumps up. Lee goes with him. Cardenas lines up there as well. Poor old Lucas Lyons right here at the front of the field. He is absolutely in a hole. Scruggs trying to shove him as well. Jeff Murf squirts out ahead. Here comes Lyons back down on the bottom side, and we're looking 3 wide up top as Kermit the Frog's trying to make a charge.
35 laps in, 75 laps to go, and we are not done yet. Down the back straightaway, they weasel in the back stretch. It's now Lyons showing his strengths up in front. Jeff Murf gives him a push, leaves Brian Shue hung up on the inside lane, and here comes Kermit the Frog, bottling up on the outside, trying to get a third lane going. Access denied there, Zachariah all 4.
Lucas Lyons had a thought of going to the middle line. He has another thought going to the middle line. He sees the run they're getting. But Jeff Murf says, I'm not going with you. You never went with me. He goes to the outside. Notley goes with him. The bad part for him is that nobody else went with those 2 drivers, and now the top 2 lanes are falling back, and it's now Scruggs who's been helping out other people this entire race. He has a shot to lead this race. Brian Shue, the dominating driver, right behind him. Can Shue get back to the lead?
Dustin Scruggs now. Can he lead the way here up 22 spots? By the way, another truck you better keep an eye on, the Surf Pro. Number 37, Raw Meza on the inside. He's climbed 22 spots just like Scruggs, your leader. He's on the inside in turn 3.
A lot of guys from the back to the front. You can see it all here at Talladega. Burlick Chubb out there in the chat. I'll bet a beer chug Sacco finishes on the podium. Well, Nick Sacco way back here around the 17th, 18th spot. But up front, Scruggs, he's got a handful. Lyons up top. Here comes Cardenas. Murf lined up also with Matt Lee. Lyons gets the shot on the outside, jumps right down in front of Dustin Scruggs, and Scruggs is going to give him a little shot off turn 2 as well.
Unbelievable. What a save there by Lucas Lyons, and even Scruggs for that matter as it goes from the outside lane to the middle lane, throws the block on the 15er Cardenas. Cardenas trying to get to the lead. He gets access denied. Murf gives him a shove. He gives a push. Cardenas in a sideways as they walk to 3 and 4. Cardenas was third tracking it, and somehow he saved it off the corner. Unbelievable.
What a save by Dylan Cardenas. You cannot save that car easily in the turn. He found a way to do it. Now it's his job to once again push Lucas Lyons in the middle line back to the lead. The middle line has not been clear that much at all of getting clear of this inside lane. So this is going to be a big challenge right here. But Lucas Lyons is going to be very quick. He's going to get to the rear quarter panel or the front quarter panel there of Dylan Scruggs. We'll see if he can get clear off of turn 2. And we'll see what happens going off the backstretch.
And here we come again down the back straightaway. Now look at Murf poking out of line. Pinky Boo, I see you. Pulls a move on the outside lane of Cardenas. Cardenas shuts the door to the inside and says, you're not going this way. So Murf says, I'll go to the top side. He'll go by these trucks and stick it 3 wide. Meanwhile, McConey set up shop. Number 11, Scruggs back to the lead off 4.
Boy, these guys are racing just like they're at the Talladega short track. Literally beating, banging, door banging, slipping, sliding all around. Only difference, they're 3 wide back there for the 3rd spot. Lyons jumps up. Murf slams right into him. Here comes Cardenas. We're 3 wide again for the lead. 3 by 3 for the front 6. It may end up being for the whole damn field once Brandon Broadfoot shoots up on the middle lane.
15 trucks all in a pack. The race recap down on the bottom as we're heading towards lap number 40. Now we're side by side. Cardenas wants the lead. He's got help by Lee and Murf. Meanwhile, here comes now Lyons. He'll get a 3rd lane going again, but it's not going to work just yet. It's Scruggs powers back on the 15 and 3 and 4.
Scruggs is not giving up this lead. He continues to be the highest mover of the race, up 22 spots. He's continuing to lead this inside line, but Cardenas has something going. He has help in the 44 of Matt Lee. Lee has been an amazing pusher tonight. and the 15 is just inches away of getting clear of the 11 of Scruggs. He continues to struggle, though, and the middle line is starting to fade. As we see, it's 3 wide. The 88 of Lucas Lyons, he wants to lead back. He gets clear into turn 1.
Look at now Lyons back up on the high side. He's got the push now by the 83 of Kermit the Frog here. Luke Smith, he now pushes him up top. Now they're going to try to battle along with Scruggs. All along there with also the machine and the 15 of Cardenas. It's now going to open the door to Smith in the middle lane. Here comes now Lyons. He'll go to the lead. Scruggs wants to say no way. They're 3x3 for a moment off 4.
Coming back this time, 10 laps to go here at Talladega in stage number 2. Line it up right there in the live chat, who you pulling for, and let us know what you're doing on a wild Friday night in virtual Alabama. Lucas Lyons to the front. Cardenas lined up with him. Matt Lee, Dustin Scruggs down on the bottom side. Now Cardenas switches lanes from the middle down to the bottom, all the way down into the center where Grandpappy hides the moonshot from Granny, and Lee's going all the way to the top.
A very fast stage moving into end of stage 2. 10 laps to go. Meanwhile, still up in front is Cardenas. What a job for the 15. Somehow finding daylight, survival of the fittest, if you will, as they work now 3 wide again for the front pack in 3 and 4.
And if you're Cardenas, don't look now, because the 88 of Lucas Lyons is once again getting a huge push, this time from the 60 of Jeff Murf. It's going to fade a little bit off the exit, and Jeff Murf is going to lead the 88 out to dry. He goes with the 3 car of Tristan Bruce. That's the first time we mentioned him this race. Tristan Bruce is up a few spots from the start, and he's looking to make his way up to the front, helping Jeff Murf. They're going to be even in turn 1. Can they finally get clear off of turn 2 in that middle lane?
And look at now Cofield. He's got help by Lyons on the outside lane up against the safer barrier through the tunnel turn in turn 2. Meanwhile, back on the Alabama Gang super stretch, it's Merck, the Floridian, the only NASCAR Rookie of the Year and champion of the same year, powers alongside with Cardenas as they work in 3 and 4. And the newcomer, here comes Tristan Bruce and the 3 on the high side.
Tristan Bruce up top with Lucas Lyons. Boy, that's a pair right there. Both of them had a little bit of beef right about the middle part of the season. We'll see how this works out with both of them doing a little bit of shoving up on the top side. Cofield right in behind Lucas Lyons. We're looking 3 wide once again, as at the line, Jeff Merck leads it, jumps down. Lee leads in the middle lane. Cardenas down on the bottom, and Tristan Bruce up top with Lucas Lyons and Jonathan Cofield off turn 2.
There is history between those drivers. Could we see a little bit of history repeating? Right now, we say, nah, it's Bruce on the outside lane. Lee in the middle, Monkey in the middle, if you will. Merckx now hung out on the bottom. Meanwhile, Lee powers with help by Smith to the inside, put him to the lead. Now Luke Smith wants to go to the lead with help by Brian Chu, the stage 1 winner, and hung out to drive Bruce off 4.
Where did that 83 come from? Comes out of nowhere to the race lead. Luke Smith, your new leader for Purple Frog Sim Sports. We have not seen him once this race, but look who is pushing him. The most dominant driver so far this race, Brian Chu. Will he try to lead the 83 out to dry? It doesn't look like it. The 83 of Smith goes to the inside. He's your new race leader coming out of nowhere as we enter the backstretch with 7 laps to go at Talladega.
It is now Kermit the Frog leading the way. He's frog hopping down the back straightaway. Everyone else is trying to miss the puddle down the back straightaway. Lee bobs and weaves sideways as he's really loose behind Smith. He's got Merck to the outside. Brian Chu, Cofield, they all pushed and boom, scoot boogie into turn 3.
How in the hell are these guys holding on to this thing? Now Chu's going to hang out. Jeff Merck. Lyons goes up. Cofield down there as well. Everybody screwing everybody. Nobody wanting to help anybody. Trying to get to the front of this pack. Wow, baby, they're moving. They're 4 wide back here for the 2nd spot. Oh, baby, this is what we love here at Talladega. This is what we love here at Nazareth.
4 wide, a slip as they're getting loose again. They're sucking off the wall. Somehow they hold it together and they dive to the inside. What a move. Brian Chu, and the storm was brewing up on the outside lane. Meanwhile, it's Lee, Matt Lee on the bottom with 5 to go. This time by in stage number 2. He leads him in turn 3, Zachariah.
This stage has been flipped apart because the 2 front runners, Lucas Lyons and Brian Chu, they're not even in the top 10 right now. It's all new runners up front, except for one name, and that's the 44 of Matt Lee. He continues to stay up front. He goes up to the outside to block a run from Jeff Murk. He continues to try to hold the inside line, but the newcomer, Luke Smith, to the inside with help from Dustin Scruggs, who's always been in the mix this race. They're going to be side by side. It's going to be Smith who takes the lap, and we have 5 laps to go on the stage. The 11 almost gets to the quarter panel, the 83. He thinks better of it. We go into turn 2 with 5 laps to go.
Inside lane, that's Luke Smith. He's on the bottom of the racetrack. It's Matthew Lee up on the outside lane. We are door to door. Who's gonna get the courage to go 3 wide? Who's gonna poke out a line? No one yet. We play possum and we're side by side as Newton goes to the top shelf now in turn 3 and 4.
He's trying to get Brian Shue to line up with him, maybe give him a little bit of a shove. But up front, Matt Lee goes from the middle, jumps down to the bottom side. Mark up top with help from Jonathan Cofield. Tristan Bruce up here in the mix as well. Here comes the Bulldog, Adam Newton up top. Brian Shue had to dislodge from him, but obviously he'll get back to him as Cardenas now down to his inside. They're looking 3 wide for the 5th spot. Now flipping back. Ed Osborne's there. Everybody trying to hold it together through 1 and 2.
And Matt Lee is in the top spot. He is on the inside of the racetrack, but he's got Luke Smith pushing him. There you see the outside lane. Now to the middle. Here comes now Smith. Has he got any friends? Yes, Jeff Murk will go with him in the 60. He's got Cardenas to follow in tow. Meanwhile, here comes Lyons up in Cofield on the outside lane to get something started. We're 3 wide off 4.
Breaker off turn 4. That's not going to help the 3rd lane. Jeff Murk and the 58 of Cofield were together for a little bit with that V-lag. However, we're going to continue to have the bottom line and the middle line side by side. The 83 of Luke Smith is going to get clear coming into turn 1. Will he jump to the inside or will he stay with the 15? He jumps to the inside. He continues to lead. Matt Lee now in 2nd as we come off turn 2. Can any of these lines find a way to get past this inside line?
So far, it's been the 3 C's of Glass Mechanics Stage 2 in the playoff race at Talladega. Calm, cool, collective. Now when will chaos and calamity be added to the punctuation? We're 3 wide again. The top 2 rows working turn 3. It's Smith on the bottom in the corner.
I'll say this, Shady Acres out there saying that stage 3's when it gets real. I think it's going to get real right here at the end of stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. 3 laps to go, coming to 2 to go. Kermit the Frog with the lead. Here comes Scruggs, outside lane, baby, here he comes. Matt Lee gives him the shove. They're door to door at the line. If that would have been the final lap, it would have been a damn photo finish. But Scruggs up front with the shot from Lee, from Merck, and Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith down on the bottom with help from Tristan Bruce as they work their way off of turn number 2.
Children's books racing one another. You got Kermit the Frog on the inside, and you got Reading Rainbow Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high as Scruggs tries to go to the outside lane and Power Smith in 3.
Luke Smith continuing to lead. A newcomer, number 3, Tristan Bruce, coming up to the front. I'm hearing from the top of the official stands that we have people making pit stops. Are some of these guys short on fuel? We're going to figure out very shortly because we are coming to the white flag of stage 2. The 83 of Luke Smith, he has continued to push strong at the end of the stage. He's been leading the last 2 laps. The 11 of Scruggs has always been the one pushing the leader. Can he finally make a move in the end of stage 2 and be the winner coming to the start-finish line? We're going to find out very shortly.
Into the corner. We'll find out now. Final lap now as they work into turn number 2. It's Luke Smith hugged to the bottom of the racetrack. Smith, it's Bruce behind him. Final time of stage 2. Who will prevail? The outside lane. Here comes Scruggs. He's got help by Lee and Merck as they work into turn 3, heading to the final lap of stage 2 here at Talladega.
Here comes Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, down on the bottom side. Tristan Bruce right up behind him. Here comes Scruggs. Here comes Lee. Who's going to pop out of line? Who's going to try to make something happen? Lee jumps out. Here goes Scruggs. Scruggs is going to free fall. Merck right on his back door. Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, Tristan Bruce, 3 wide at the line. Oh, damn, 4 wide as Lucas Blood shot up through there with Jonathan Cofield. 6/1000ths of a second. Luke Smith got him at the line, got Matt Lee. Dear God, what a finish to end stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. That one's for you, Shady Acres. You thought it was going to get real at the end of stage 3, son. No. It got real right here at the end of stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. Watch this right here unfold. Kermit the Frog on the bottom. Lee hung out Scruggs. Murf with him. Lyons jumps up with Cofield. Here comes Bruce. Bruce gets the shot from Scruggs. And literally at the line, yeah, 4 wide because Lyons had him right there on the right rear quarter. You cannot paint a better picture than that right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Matt Lee, that is the most textbook run you can have. He went at the perfect time, maybe not the perfect time, because as you can see, the 83 of Luke Smith just barely got that stage. All the 44 needed was just a few more inches of asphalt before that start-finish line. However, I want to give the 44 props because that was an incredible move last second. He just had to make it literally a few milliseconds earlier.
And guys, let me throw something else out there. You saw the outside lane. You saw Cofield. You saw Lyons on the outside. Watch these two trucks, the 88 and the 58. I think they're going to make some noise here in this third and final stage, and that's when it's all on the line. I think they're going to say that Lucas Smith is the winner of stage number 2. We'll look at it from the finish line again, and I think the 83 did cross the line first. Way to go for Kermit the Frog.
I'll tell you this much. 2011 right there, or 2012, excuse me. Shade to 2012 at Talladega when they had that tandem drafted and Jimmy Johnson won with Jeff Gordon giving him the shove. That's how it looked at the end of the race.
What about when Keselowski and Ricky Stenhouse and William Byron were 3 wide coming across the line last year? That was pretty. I mean, it was kind of almost picturesque to that as well.
Yeah, it absolutely was. I mean, that's what happens at Talladega, folks. That's why you get these crazy finishes. That's why you get all these crazy wrecks. That's why this place always packs the house each and every time NASCAR goes there or NASRA goes there. It always packs out the numbers out there in the live chat. It always packs out the numbers in the entry list. That's why this is Talladega. This is one of the best tracks on the circuit, on the planet. Folks, we're going to jump away real quick, take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back at Talladega with Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, right after this.
Are you ready?
For Murf's Magical Creations, home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murf's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murf's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Oh, no.
We're back here at Talladega. Here we go.
83 of Luke Smith was your stage winner, or as all these guys call it, I'm new to this, but apparently he's called Kermit the Frog, so that was a terrible impression by me. However, he is your stage 2 winner. I want to talk to him for a minute. So, Luke, I mean, you were nowhere near the front, at least from our vantage point in stage 1. You really lit up your car in stage 2. I want to know how you did that. How did you make your way to the front so quickly and dominate the end of that stage to pick up your stage win?
Mostly anger from getting involved in that wreck. I was playing it conservative because in the points battle to try and make it to the final 8, and then that accident happened and I got run into a couple times, and I just said, well, at this point we're just going to throw all caution into the wind and we're just going to put it on the top side and let her eat.
I absolutely love that, man. And when I think of the top 12 here at Talladega, I really think, it doesn't matter what seed you are going into this next round. You can be the 12th seed or the first seed. You can pick up the win and make your way to the next round. I personally think of Sammy Smith last year in the Xfinity Series. 12th seed, he ended up winning that race, going straight to the round of 8 with that Talladega win. What are you going to do in this final stage to do exactly what you did this last stage, pick up the win, and bring yourself to the next round of the playoffs?
I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna let her eat. I'm gonna play the game of runs, and we're gonna try and win because I've been riding that cut line like a cowboy rides a horse. So it's time to get on the saddle and actually win one.
Well, Luke, the cut line can be settled tonight with a win, like I just said. So good luck tonight. We hope to see the same domination out of you like you did in Stage 2. Hope you get out of all those wrecks tonight, and we hope to see you up front at the end of it. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
That was Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith. Slide you right down there. You're blue line, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you better give us your best Kermit impression, though. Don't let him get away without doing his Kermit impression,
You
Jacob.
gotta do it. You gotta do it. Do it, Zach. Come on.
Fucking
This
me,
one.
bro. I had a terrible impression. Did you hear me?
Oh, you can try it again. Come on, it ain't that bad. Come on now.
Kermit the Frog.
We'll work on that, obviously. Good to have Zachariah jumping in here, filling in for the chef Morgan Cook. Obviously, the seniority of Wesley Outland, Dane Hopton on production of the Redneck Announcer, Jake Reeves. Get ready for stage 3. Get all the stages out of the books, baby. We're into the final stage. Who is going to win? Lock himself in to the championship round. We're about to find out. Green flag is in the air. Huck Wigington up at the front. Flip the stage at the end of stage 2. He's up at the front. Brian Chew right up on the top side. Here comes Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, trying to let her eat. Lucas slides down on the bottom side. He's going to get stacked up by Huck Wigington. And here comes Tristan Bruce up on the top side with Jeff Murf.
Stage 3 underway. Playoff Murfs are on the line. They'll go to the championship finale. Right now at Talladega, 50 laps to go. Brian Chew, he leads in the middle lane. He's got help by Smith, who we just spoke with. And look out now on the bottom. Look at now Huck Wigington. Where did Huck Wigington come from? He goes to the lead here off turn 4 at Talladega.
Great strategy call by Huck Wigington at the end of the stage 2. He decided to flip the stage on fuel. That causes him to be up at the front here, fighting with the leaders at Talladega. He has no teammates around him with Blue Line Racing from what I see on my screen. That's going to be a challenge. We're also going to see if he can make it on fuel if this does go an entire green flag run. With that being said, it's the dominating car of Brian Chew back out to the lead. The stage winner, Luke Smith, on the outside trying to get back up there.
And you got to remember that Wigington pitted at lap 48. Everyone else pitted around lap number 52, right at the end of the stage. 3 wide for just a moment. Here comes Bruce, who was trying to sneak and steal the second stage. He'll sneak and steal the lead as we work into turn number 3.
Right in front of the Hollow Daddy, Brian Chew, Tristan Bruce from the middle down to the bottom side. Here comes Jeff Murk. Stage 2 winner for Glass Mechanic is Kermit the Frog. Luke Smith gives the shove to Jeff Murf. And shout out to Murf's Magical Creations on the hood of that 83. Murf has got to be loving this bad boy here tonight at Talladega and hopefully getting the 83, the win, and locking himself into the championship round. Check out the unicorn on the hood of that damn truck.
That's the plan right now. He's got that cigar smoking fabled unicorn in the wind as they work to the middle lane to the back straightaway. Look at that truck by Jeff Murk. He is back up in front. Remember, he pulls down to the inside lane, drifts up in front of Bruce. Bruce now, and Murk, and Chew, and Smith, and Newton, and Cofield. It sounds like a massive law firm. That's the way they are, Zachariah, coming off of 4.
Yeah, and Jeff Murk is one of these drivers that has been in the top 5 this whole race. However, he has not been the leading car at all this race. He finally has an opportunity to do so, but there's one guy who is not letting that happen right now. That's the 83 of Smith trying to get back out to the front. He wants to get back to that inside lane and control this field. Not getting a lot of help though from the 19 of Newton. He's going to fall back as we go off of turn 2. And as you can see, Murk goes to the high side.
And Murk will go to the top side and carry now up in front of Luke Smith, the stage 2 winner. Now Tristan Bruce now on the bottom. Look at this entire pack, separated by merely 3/4 of a second from the front to the back. If you're in it, you can win it. And these guys are all in the hunt, 3 and 4 here at Talladega off the corner.
Get in it to win it, baby. Tristan Bruce down on the bottom side. Now Chew lined up behind him. Kermit the Frog thinking about 3 wide. But for the most part, everybody double wide all the way through the field. Nobody way back here, nobody jumping out 3 wide. As soon as I say that, they make me look like a damn idiot. Here comes Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith. Lucas Lyons jumps up. They're going to snatch it up 3 wide. Tristan Bruce got to play a little blocker, jumps up in the middle lane. Here comes the Holiday on the bottom.
Look at Luke Smith up on the outside lane with the help of Lucas Lyons, and all this goes on as we see now Brian Chew under attack on the inside lane in 3. He's fading fast. Wigington right there behind him. They're losing ground, and Cofield from the middle lane to the inside to steal that spot away and move up to 5th and 3 and 4.
What in the world happened to Chew on that inside lane? He went from first to outside the top 10. However, Cofield tries to take advantage of that. He drops to the inside. He makes a move for a second, but falls back with no momentum on the inside. It's currently Tristan Bruce leading this race. He has the 83 of Smith to the outside of him. Bruce has not been up front this much this race. Can he be Smith of stage 3 and be the one to control this field late in this race?
And now Tristan Bruce having the opportunity to be the man up in front down with the number 3. It's now Murf behind him in the middle lane. Here comes the outside lane by Luke Smith. Keep an eye, by the way, on the 22, Brandon Broadfoot. He's got help by Cofield. And Brian Chew, the inside lane, starting to pull back. As now, here comes the leader, Bruce, for the inside, and forms with those trucks on the bottom out of 3.
And you got to thank Tristan Bruce, Brandon Broadfoot up here in this mix. They've got nothing to lose. They're not in the hunt for the playoffs. Jeff Murk, Adam Newton, Luke Smith, those guys, they are in that running to try to make it into the championship 8. But the wild card here at the front is Tristan Bruce and also Brandon Broadfoot. But the real wild card is Tristan Bruce leading this field as they are 3 wide for 3rd, making it for 5th as Bruce leads them off turn 2.
Second turn, and we're 3 wide again up front for the lead. It's Mark in the middle lane. He's got a push down behind the machine of Bruggs. It's Matt Lee in the middle lane along with Blanchard. That's going on. Cardenas back in the fight. Correction, that's Osborne actually in 28. All this going on now as they work their way to 3 and 4. It's Bruce holding on to the point.
Brandon Broadfoot saved all of his speed for the final stage. He is up to 2nd place. He's going to be pushing the 3 car of Tristan Bruce. Here comes that middle lane. It's the 60 of Jeff Murk being pushed by the 19 of Adam Newton. Murk is going to be clear off in front of the 3 car. He's going to go to the inside. It's now going to be the 19 car of Newton leading that outside with being pushed by none other than Matt Lee in the 44. Can he find the way to the front?
Working now off of turn number 2. Here comes Luke Smith. He's got some help from Lucas Lyons. That's going to push the outside lane to get something going 3 wide again. Meanwhile, Adam Newton, the Bulldog, back out in front at Talladega, or will it not be? Here comes Mark to battle back on the inside in 3 and 4.
Yeah, the Bulldog trying to make it stick, but he's got a lot of boys around him from Catch Fence Motorsports. Matt Lee, Tristan Bruce, Jeff Murk. Here comes Bruce. Here comes Murk. Everybody trying to get double wide as Kermit the Frog, stage 2 winner, tries to make it 3 wide. Thinks different, jumps back down in line. For the most part, Tristan Bruce leads them through 1 and 2. If you haven't yet, folks, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell icon to keep up with everything going on in Nazareth. Murk and Bruce off turn 2.
The push to the championship starts right now. Whoever wins this race, if you're in the playoffs, you're going to the championship final round. Whatever goes on the next 2 weeks, you're in the finale. Right now, Bruce and Murk side by side in 3 and 4.
Bruce once again is clear of Murk. Will he go to the outside and try to block the run coming from the 60 off of turn 4? It does not look like he will. He's going to stay behind the 22. And the 60 of Murk is going to have another run being pushed by the 19 of Adam Newton. Will he get clear once again? Coming to the front stretch, it does not look like it. Bruce and Murk side by side at the line. I can't even tell who got that lap. However, it's going to be Bruce back on the inside, continuing to lead with that inside run from the 22.
Still side by side. It's Bruce on the double yellow line down to the inside. There's Brandon Broadfoot, the Californian, right there as well. Here they work their way down the back straightaway. 33 degrees of banking in the corners becomes 2 degrees on the Alabama Gang super stretch that measures at 4,000 feet. Now they work back into the banking again. Luke Smith, look at his chops. Stage 2 winner, trying to get the third lane, going on the outside out of 4.
For the most part, up at the front, it is calm, cool, and collected, but here comes Luke Smith trying to crash the party in the Murf's Magical Creations Toyota. Luke Smith, with help from Lyons, Chris Blanchard, the Holiday, Brian Chew back up in the mix with Jonathan Cofield and Matt Lee. All of them shoot across the line. Murf leads that lap. Bruce still on the bottom, and here comes the Magical Unicorn, the power of the Unicorn on the top side, making it 3 wide off 2.
Told you, watch the machine of Luke Smith and look at Tristan Bruce go up there and hook up with Jeff Murf. We know they had a rival a while back. Now they're friends. Now they're working with each other. It's time to find out who your friends are. Your friend of these are enemies on Talladega in turn 3. Closing in on 40 to go.
Man, Smith and Lyons almost got clear on that third lane. Cannot believe they had those 2 cars rolling by themselves. They almost passed the entire 2 bottom lines. However, it's not going to be right now. The 3 car of Bruce continues to lead. Brandon Broadfoot, who has not led a lap yet today, he's going to try to get to the inside, but now it's the middle lane prevailing. Top 2 cars clear to the inside. It's Murf and Bruce. They're going to stay to the middle as we go into turn 1 and turn 2. Will we see a switch up in the dominant line? Is the middle line now the way to go? We'll find out very shortly as the 22 comes on the inside.
Vince Motorsports now 1 and 2. Tristan Bruce and Jeff Murf. Right there to the inside comes Velocity. That's Brandon Broadfoot, Velocity Viper, with a push by Cofield, the NASRA DSR Truck Series champion of Season 5. Remember, we get back underway with Season 6 Monday night, Jacob, and he's trying to lick his chops and go to the semifinal championship round. The 58 back to the fight off 4.
Yeah, Cofield right there, lined right up and behind Brandon Broadfoot. Would love to get a win, lock himself in. Try to go 2 for 2 on the Monday and the Friday championship hunt. But Tristan Bruce, Broadfoot, they got something to say about it. Jeff Murf up here trying to make it happen, as well as the Bulldog Adam Newton, Matt Lee, Chris Blanchard, Dustin Scruggs back up here in the mix. And they're 3 wide back there, Kermit the Frog up top.
The R3 wide, and look at Jeff Murf. That's the teammates alongside one another. Teammates, a push. There's Smith. He pushes Murf, gets around his teammate. That's Tristan Bruce in the middle. California's Brandon Broadfoot getting a shove by Cofield as they work the outside out of 4.
Jeff Murf had a chance to go down low. He was clear for a moment. He's going to trust the outside. He's going to get loose off turn 4. Somehow saves it. Will this decision by Jeff Murf be worth it? The 83 of Smith trying his best to push him here, but it's not looking like it's going to be. The 3 of Bruce is back to the lead. Look at the new runner, Adam Newton, in the middle. Big push by someone we have not talked to since stage 1, Chris Blanchard. Can these 2 guys make a showing late here?
3 by 3 by 3. It's Bruce now to the inside. It's now Newton in the middle lane. There's the Mad Dog. Let's see what the Bulldog will do. He now has Jeff Murf with the push by Smith and Lyons all up on the outside. All this goes on as they start now to break apart, and we work down to the inside out of 4 with now Newton, the new leader at Talladega.
Some of the moves we've seen tonight, I'm telling you, these guys are going to have to change their shorts when this thing's over with. Adam Newton up front, got the help from Blanchard. Tristan Bruce, Brandon Broadfoot down on the inside. The Bulldog Adam Newton would love to win here at Talladega. He's done it before in the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Would love to get him a win and lock himself into the championship race, but he's got to go through everybody else to find out. Tristan Bruce on the bottom, Broadfoot there with Cofield off turn 2.
It is Bruce on the inside. Broadfoot now, will he poke out of line and go up the middle lane? No, he will not, because there's a push by the machine of Blanchard. Blanchard pushes Newton in the middle lane, and they shut the door on Tristan Bruce. Meanwhile, Lyons up top. He tries to get a third lane going if they can catch Jeff Murf. They cannot do it yet as it's Bruce off 4.
Bruce continues to lead, coming to lap 20 of 54 in the final stage. 20 laps in, you got to start thinking of fuel and having a green flag pit stop. These guys got to start finding their friends and finding out who their foes are, because you will need friends coming down the pit road. You want to make sure you exit with some cars so you can have the draft. Right now, though, Jeff Murf with the outside push from Smith and push from the 88 of Lyons. Can they find a way on the outside to get back up to the race lead?
Now, right now, they're locked up 3x3, my friend, down the back straightaway. Now, Jeff Murf, the Floridian, now up on the outside lane. He'll now get a shove from the machine of Luke Smith. Keep the middle lane open. That's going to be the drive of the man right there, Tristan Bruce. He has the lead. He's got friends right now, Newton and Blanchard. Stay with him on the middle lane, all four.
Boy, one word mentions it here at Talladega, and that is trust right now with some of the moves we're seeing here tonight at Talladega. Tristan Bruce, Broadfoot at the line. Cofield, Newton right in behind them. The Holiday Brian Chew with Blanchard, and Jeff Murf trying to make a third lane up top, and nobody wanting to let him in. Nobody wanting to work with him. He has got to go all the way back to around a Huck Wigginton machine to find some help, and here comes Broadfoot on the inside.
Somebody in the chat box was talking about Psycho Sacco. That's, of course, Nick Sacco. He is working his way into the top 15. Keep an eye on the man, Nicholas Sacco. He knows how to run restrictor plates, and while that goes on, it's Broadfoot leading in 3 and 4.
Broadfoot continuing to lead. Cofield is up to second. We have not heard much of him tonight. He is finally showing his car up. He is in second place right now. Want to give a shout out as well. Look who's fourth in line on the inside. That's the one car of Rodriguez. We have not seen him once tonight. He's now in the mix. Fourth in line on the inside. Can he do anything? While that's happening, the 22 Broadfoot continuing to try to fight off the 3 of Bruce and the 83 of Smith on the outside. We continue to be even off turn 2. Who is going to prevail in what lane? We're going to find out very shortly.
3 wide down the back straightaway. Look at these trucks almost slapping off the safer barrier. Jeff Murf gets in the safer barrier. He slapped the wall not once, but twice. 3 times the lady, no one there. To the inside, it's Luke Smith. Kermit the Frog back to the lead in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, Jeff Murf might have looked like he got a bad bump draft gone wrong. Cofield down on the bottom side was shoving Jeff Murf. Here comes Kermit the Frog. He leads. Now here comes Broadfoot. Bruce lines up behind him. The Bulldog, Adam Newton as well, as Jeff Murf is now all up on the top side. Nobody helping him. Big shot by Tristan Bruce into the back door of Broadfoot. Broadfoot's going to hang him out to dry, so Broadfoot all clear for the most part off turn 2.
They work their way again. Somehow you got to wonder how much damage is on Jeff Murf's truck. You saw him smack the wall 2 or 3 times. Well, that made more than what it was. It was only 2 times that he got in the wall, but somehow he is not being revered. He's got a push, wavered, helped by Lee. He's in the top 10. Keep an eye on the 60 as they work through 4.
But there is one thing true about Jeff Murf and Matt Lee is they are not content with being a top 10 car. They are going to try everything they can to get back up to the front, and you can see that happening. They're going to try to work in the third lane. They're keeping ground with the 8 or 9 or 10 cars. I can't even count at this point on the inside. Will they be able to find out a way to get up front together? It's currently the 22 Broadfoot and the 3 of Bruce continuing to dominate both 2 lines on the bottom.
Backstretch 3 wide. Taking a moment for the rumble of the thunder as they work the back straightaway down the Alabama Gang super stretch. It's Broadfoot now and Bruce stride for stride. Here comes Mark and he gets tired. He's in the wall. He collects Matthew Lee. He collects a host of other trucks. Somehow they scamper to the inside of the racetrack. New trucks involved. I think that's Brian Chew. They got a piece of it. Cost it out. We knew it was bound to happen. Trouble in turn number 3 and 4, and it's Jeff Sickles' correction, not Brian Chew, that got collected in turn 3 and 4, Jacob Reeves.
Caution is out on the speedway. That might have been a little mini big one, if you will. Pulse Popper's instant replay. Wesley Outland, you saw it all play out right there, buddy.
Yeah, there was all bump drafting go wrong. We talked about how many times one could have a wrong slip. We saw Jeff Murf work up the middle lane. He was 3 wide for just a moment, and then you saw the contact. There it was for just a moment. That was Adam Newton in the 19. He got into Jeff Murf. Jeff Murf got into Matthew Lee. A couple of other trucks got collected like Jeff Sickles and others. And then everyone else, even Adam Newton, was able to quickly get on the binders, drop below the double yellow line before the other trucks did coming down the banking, and it caused that accident there. The 4th yellow flag, as we are under yellow flag here with 30 laps to go at Talladega.
And you got to wonder how bad is it?
How about that? Wesley and Jacob, we were just talking about how Matt Lee and Jeff Murk were not content with being in the top 10. They wanted to be in the lead and controlling this race. They were making aggressive moves the entire race. It finally broke off, and they got into a wreck. Honestly, it's not really their fault. I mean, the 19 kind of came up, but that's just hard racing. We were green for almost 25 laps. At some point, something has got to give, and it did happen right there on that lap. So we're going to the pit road. We're going to see what this happens now with the whole race flipped over.
Well, everybody jumping down pit road. Brandon Broadfoot leads them down pit road. Bedlam and Talladega. Scuba Steve out there in the live chat. Hey, real quick, Scuba Steve, Sody Koufax is wanting to look for you. He's wanting to put a lawsuit on you for his foot when he stepped on you. But other than that, everybody working their way out of pit road. Broadfoot, a little race off of pit road. Kermit the Frog looked like he beat them all off pit road. We're going to step aside. We'll bring you right back. Talladega, don't go anywhere.
Are you ready?
For Murf's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murf's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murf's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
And we're back here at Talladega, having us a little laugh over here behind the scenes. May get the behind the mic kick back up. Well, Wesley, buddy, I haven't done a door banging download in quite some time. I might need to get one of them bad boys back up, to be honest with you.
You need to, my friend. I miss driving down the road on the long trips for announcing on the weekend and can't queue up on the most recent episodes. No, listen, so happy for you and Taylor. I'm glad that you are a daddy now. Welcome to the world of being a father. And obviously, hey, listen, though, let everybody know, though, we're firing back up the NASRA DSR electric truck series. Dean, you wanted it, you got it. iRacing Superspeedway, the Clash, this Monday night, brother. It's going to be fun, Jacob.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a blast. I mean, our great producer, the Australian Dean Hopton, has been absolutely bugging the hell out of the NASRA officials. Give us iRacing Superspeedway. We want it. We want it. We want it. He kept it up forever. And check it out. I mean, you got the whole nice little graphics right there, getting ready for season 6 of the DSR Electric Truck Series. Jonathan Cofield right now in the running. He won the championship last season, Wesley Outland, and now he's trying to make it into the next round here in these playoffs, try to make it 2 for 2. But,
Jacob,
you know, that's going to be a big one. Yes, sir.
I want you to listen to this. This is what's coming up Monday as we get ready for a restart. The iRacing Superspeedway is a 3-mile fictional oval track with 36 degrees of banking in the turns, 10 degrees on the straightaway, and it is designed for high speeds and drafting, featuring a traditional oval layout with 4 turns. Indy cars on iRacing can top speeds at 240 plus miles an hour, and I got a feeling the trucks are going to hit 200 plus coming up this Monday night. And it's only going to be for a Clash race. Oh, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, I mean, there ain't nothing to gain except win a little bit of extra cash out of that. And I know Dean Hopton over there is absolutely happy about that one. He's been begging for it. And, you know, folks, if you raced back in the day on the NASCAR race in 2003, think about the Coca-Cola Superspeedway. That's more or less what our racing Superspeedway is. I mean, the same layout. It's just it ain't got Coca-Cola all over the place. Here we go. Back for a restart. Kermit the Frog wanting to send it, baby. Tristan Bruce up here with Lucas Lyons, Brandon Broadfoot, and last season's champion of the Concerns of Police Survivor Truck Series, Jordan Durasic. JD, top 5, green flag in the air. Kermit the Frog, good jump. Lyons latched onto his back door. Bruce up top, him and Broadfoot, they are in big old trouble as Bevan jumps down. They got no help coming off turn 2.
No help, no friends, but Luke Smith is leading the way down the back stretch. Remember, these trucks at Talladega got to take a lap to get up to full song. It's now Lyons pushing up the middle, the driver of Smith. Smith up high in front of Bruce. It's Lyons and Smith for the lead. Stride for stride in the 3 and 4.
Yeah, and Lucas Lyons was not anywhere in the front throughout stage 2. He is lighting it up now in stage 3, wanting to be the first car in the line. And look at this. We talked about the last season champion, Jordan Durasic. He is now fighting for, as we see the 83 gets turned, the 88 of wow, look at that. The 88 of Lyons gets turned by the 83, and I believe that'll be a caution. Looks like it's 1 or 2 cars that get spun around here.
No, guys, no caution. They're on the bottom of the racetrack. We still stay green. The leaders are on the back straightaway. It is Bruce now, and now they're going to throw the yellow flag. I think it was a little prematurely. I think they were trying to keep it under green, Jacob Reeves, but then they threw the caution as Tristan Bruce was leading them for the moment to the back straightaway.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit late right there on that caution. They was thinking maybe not. But you check it out right here on a Pulse Poppers Instant Replay. Tristan Bruce up top gives the shove to Kermit the Frog. It's real sketchy right there in that tri-oval, but he caught him in the left rear, set him down. Luke Smith able to save it, comes down, gets Lucas Lyons and Jordan Durasic, innocent bystander. Both of them go down below the double yellow line. But, I mean, what a save right there by all those guys. I mean, even Jordan Durasic, you watch Lyons and Durasic, they go downhill. Cofield jams on the brakes. He can't do a damn thing because he's going to get run over from behind. But watch Durasic. I mean, in the presence of mind, a champion, lock it up, pull it to the left, pull it to the right, backs it into the wall just a little bit. It could have been a whole lot worse. He could have hit it head on. And Lyons didn't hit nothing. But certainly could have been a whole lot worse right there, Zach, between Lyons and Jordan Durasic.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned Jordan. That is a championship level save by Jordan. I mean, he had no reason to save that car, but somehow found a way to do it. But here's the problem. I mean, that was the first time he was up front the whole night. I think he was saving his fuel for the final stage, and a tough break, nothing of his doing, to get involved in. So we're going to have to see if a champion can make his way back up through the field with a lot less laps than he had to do before. He took 80 laps that time. He only has 24 laps left. So he needs to get that car fixed. He needs to get that car back out on the racetrack and make his way through 30 cars as he tries to win this race here at Talladega as we go into pit lane with just about 24 laps to go.
And everybody going to jump down, top it off. There you saw your race recap. Not everybody missed it on that one. I figured a lot of them would have jumped down pit road, topped off right there. Tristan Bruce and Lucas Lyons, who's back there at the back. I'm assuming Jordan Durasic jumped down pit road. Yes, he did. So a couple of them just coming down for a quick splash, send it back out there and try to make something happen. Anything that they can try to luster it back up and make something happen. A couple of them actually looked like they was going to miss their pit box there. Actually, that was Raul Meza. You see the 37 shooting down pit road, might have missed his box some way, shape, fashion, or form. I'll tell you what, while we're under caution, let's see if we can bring one of these guys up here. Devin there brought up Joshua Suss, but he's watching out in the live chat. I forgot he wasn't racing here tonight. I tell you what, let me look and let's see. I don't want to put the commentator curse on anybody, so I'm kind of scared to do it. But I tell you what, Nick Sacco. We'll see if we can bring up Nick Sacco because Scuba Steve out there in the live chat is hollering for Mr. Sacco. He's been lighting it up, wanting Sacco to do something here tonight. Nick, buddy, you're running at about the 10th spot. What are we thinking here for this race?
I'm thinking it's probably about time to start racing now. I've just been hanging out in the back this whole time watching everybody wreck.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing out there, Burlick, Chubb out there. Boy, you got a hell of a lot of fans. You got more fans out there than anybody. I think you might be the most popular driver at the end of the season. I don't know if it's just because of your last name, Mr. Sacco, or the personality, but one of them, buddy. I'm telling you, I think you are the most popular driver. I mean, you got all the fans out there. What do you want to say to them?
I know who they are. I sent them the link. Yeah, they know who they are. I appreciate it. Really, I was hoping it was the sponsors that got everybody's attention, but yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's probably Gramp, Ryan, some of the other guys. But yeah, I think it's time for me to actually do something here so they can watch me race.
And real quick, I mean, I'm going to ask a stupid question here because I saw Burlick Chubb out there in the chat. They were saying something about that this should be on DraftKings, talking about esports betting. What would you think if somehow, some way DraftKings was to get involved in Nazareth? I mean, how would that change or how would that benefit with Nazareth? You think that'd be a good idea?
Oh, I think it'd be a great idea. I'd definitely lose a lot of my friends' money because they're into it. So, I mean, I'm all for it. I don't know if we'd be allowed to bet, but I guess I'd imagine we wouldn't be able to. But I wouldn't bet on me. Oh,
why not? Why would you bet on Mr. Sacco? Everybody bet on Mr. Sacco. I mean, he's the man,
I'd go with maybe like bet on me to get a top 10, top 5, but these guys are crazy, man. They're quick. There's a few of them that are really hard to beat. So,
and Thomas out there in the live chat now, he hates you because everybody loves you. So you got some fans, you got somebody out there that don't like you.
Thomas is, no, I won't say it on live chat here. So, yeah, well, I appreciate it from everybody. I appreciate you guys too.
You tried to hide that one a little bit. Well, next Sacco, buddy, good luck the rest of the race. You got some fans out there pulling for you. Oh, which one of these chats was you in? We've been asking questions, buddy. I'm so screwed up. Which one of these was you in?
Which one of what? Oh, which one of what am I in?
The chats.
Oh, chats. So yeah, I'm always in the BP racing for autism, man. I'm always racing for Eric. So.
All right. Well, we'll send you down there, buddy. Good luck.
Hell yeah, man. Eric's doing a good job too. I think he's right behind me. So let's give him some love.
Oh yeah, Eric Zimmerman, 94, buddy. We'll see what happens. Send old Mr. Sacco back down there to BP Racing for Autism. Eric Zimmerman, we haven't talked about him all night long, Zach. Eric Zimmerman right now very quiet here tonight in that 94, running in the 11th spot.
Yeah, we'll see if these guys in the middle of the pack who are finally coming to life can do anything for these front runners, but it's still Brian Chu all out front, been dominant this race. As we come to the restart zone, we will see if he can find a way to stay in the lead. He's got a very good pusher behind him, the 44 of Matt Lee. The only question is, will Matt Lee decide to stay with him? We're going to find out very soon as we come to the restart zone. We are back green racing after the 5th caution of the night. What will happen now here at Talladega?
We're seeing out there, obviously, Burlick Chubb out there. Come on, Tom, don't be like that. Uh-oh. We got beef. Like we got a little bit of beef out there in the live chat. I'm just kidding. Maybe not. Here we go. Back to green. Brian Chu, Matt Lee up here at the front. Broadfoot up top. Now down to the bottom side. Here we go. Scruggs trying to make something happen. Matthew Cummins up here on the top side with Cofield as Chu leads them off too.
22 laps to go. Ironically, here comes the 22. Brandon Broadfoot now from the bottom of the racetrack up the middle lane. He'll go to the lead. Chico, California, the 44 now. Matthew Lee battles with Broadfoot. They fight for the lead as they work 3 and 4.
Broadfoot almost got there. He's going to get way back on the outside lane now, and I feel bad because we saw the 14 and Matthew Cummins pushing him. That's the first time we've seen of him tonight. Matthew Cummins tries to make a move to the outside, goes back down to the middle. It's all Matt Lee leading here at Talladega. Chu in second, Scruggs in third. A new runner in fourth. It's the 27 of Isaac Bevan. Can he find a way up to the front and find a way to win this race with 20 laps to go at Talladega?
We saw Bevan at one time in stage 1 start to climb up into the front. Then he started to fall back right before the craziness happened, if you will. And I think he knew that's what was going to happen. Joshua Rodriguez also in his truck starting to climb. It's Brian Chu now. Powers alongside. Newton up top again to go 3 wide on 3 and 4.
Adam Newton up top with help from Ed Osborne in the 28. They're going to make it 3 wide, try to stack it up. make something happen. Up front, Matt Lee, Brian Chew up top, got a nose out ahead. He's got a whole damn truck out ahead. Chew to the lead, thinks about it, jumps down. Oh, Scruggs gets him, slides up, and there they go. We got the big one at the start-finish line. Half the field is piling up, going into turn number 1. Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
that was insane. Insane. They were fighting extremely hard 20 laps ago. The aggression is through the roof. And once again, a caution flies. Cautions breed cautions. And as you can see, we just had that happen right there as the 6th caution of the night comes with just under 20 laps to go.
Pulse Poppers instant replay. Brian Chew up at the front. Check it out. There you see the 51 Matt Lee to his inside. Scruggs was right there as well. Looked like Chew was playing with it, trying to jump down to the bottom, kept going. And we'll see what happens. You see Cummins up top. There's everybody lined up. Kermit the Frog up top as well with Ed Osborne. Or actually, excuse me, that's Adam Newton. Watch Chew. He jumps down. He thinks. Scruggs was lined up with him. Chew jumps down. Scruggs comes up, gets him, and then Chew comes down, claims out Broadfoot. There goes Cofield. There goes Sacco. Cummins, Chew, Broadfoot. There you see the 9, Chris Blanchard. He gets involved. Eric Zimmerman involved. Pretty much half the field eaten alive going into turn number 1. I think, honestly, Wesley Outlet, it would be easier to say who didn't get in the wreck as to who got in the wreck.
I hold you responsible for Sacco for interviewing him. Scuba Steve, damn you! Oh, watch this! Oh, no. You know what, though? I think Sacco might be okay, though. I think Nick Sacco might be okay.
He might be. I don't think he got too hard of a hit. Now, Broadfoot got a hell of a hit. He got nailed right into the door.
He got hit in 3 different places.
Down. Yeah. He got nailed. And there you see everybody else. There's Sacco trying to miss it. Everybody slipping, sliding through there. I mean, just a whole cloud of smoke. Here's everybody's man out there in the live chat. Sacco, check it out. Bam, gets nailed, then gets hit by the 24 Montgomery. Got kind of spun around, maybe have a little bit of cosmetic damage. Locks it down, tries to save it, spins it around. And yes, Wesley, and I believe I will take the I'll take the brunt on that one because I interviewed Sacco. Everybody was talking about him out there in the live chat. I thought it was going to be good publicity for him. It turns out it just straight up screwed him. Adam Newton and others working their way down pit road. Looks like Matt Lee and others, they decided to stay out. Others jumping in for possibly fixing their trucks, getting 4 freshies after flat spotting them. Maybe fill it up full of fuel just to make sure for those unlimited green-white checkers that could happen here tonight at Talladega. We're back right after this.
For Murf's Magical Creations, home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murf's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murf's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
And we're back here at Talladega. Dean's trying to throw a couple of shots at us. Might have had a little bit of beef right there in the live chat. It's interesting. Yeah. 73. Good God Almighty. All right. Yeah, we're talking about obviously the late great Ozzy Osbourne. Really?
Yeah, I was born on October 1st, 1983. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm not even near you guys.
I'm born in
Grandpa,
91.
we got crazy grandpa producer Dean in here, you know.
Yeah. Old man over there, Dean. Obviously, real quick.
Dean. Pictures.
Yeah, hold on. No, I don't want to know about that, Dean. Well, out there in the live chat, we want to see this right here because we done this a while back. Wesley, you tell me, if you think this is a good idea. We want to try to get some more subscribers. Obviously, like and subscribe to the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Real quick, Matt Lee, Isaac Bevan, Cardenas, Montgomery, they decided to stay out. But we want the more subscribers. We love to get this channel to get going. So if we can get, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how many subscribers we can get at one time. But out there in the live chat, would you like to see a picture of Dean Hopton? We tried this a while back. Dean don't want to do it.
It can't be AI, and we got to know for a fact that it's him because he's got to autograph it. He's got to sign it.
Yeah. But well, I mean, if you
no, that's not you. It's not you. You lied. You lying.
That's not you. That's not you, Dean. That's not
That's
you.
Australia's version of Yellowstone.
If y'all, dear God, oh my God, if y'all didn't know, to get us to the 1,000 mark here on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network, I promised that I would chug a beer live on cam, and I did. And we did.
I drank with you.
I think yes, you drank with me. Dean, of course, didn't because he don't like to be on camera. But that's beside the point. So if we can get a whole lot of more love out there in the live chat, how many of you want to see Dean Hopton on cam? It can't be AI, just like Wesley Outland said, before the end of this race. So light it up in the live chat. Let us know what you think about it. You may not want to see it, but if you love it, you want to see it, light it up. Here we go. Getting back for a restart. Matt Lee, Isaac Bevan, Cardenas, Montgomery, Ed Osborne. That's the top 5. Mind you, all of them started outside the top 10. If you really want to make it all the way down, the top 9 started outside the top 10. As we're back for a restart. Green flag in the air. Lee, Cardenas, they jump down to the bottom side. Bevan there as well. First one up top. It's Ed Osborne, and he's starting to lose some help up top.
And it's about to become Jurassic Park because Jordan Jurassic just poked from the top shelf down to the inside, and he says, look at me, the 6 is coming. It's Matthew Lee to the lead. There is the 6 as everyone else is single file heading to turn number 3.
And look out for the other Matthew Montgomery in the top 5. He's finally making a way up to the front. Can he find a way up front? Here comes the outside line. It's another underdog, Ed Osborne. Have not talked about him much this race. He's leading the outside with help from the 60 of Jeff Murk. Murk was involved in a previous wreck. He's got that car fixed. He's looking to get to the front as quick as possible, and so is that 3 car right behind him of Tristan Bruce. The 28 of Ed Osborne to the lead for the first time tonight. He's going to be clear as he jumps to the inside, leaving the 60 and the 3 out to dry.
15 to go. Remember that quote from Days of Thunder, don't pass on the outside. You can go to the outside. You can hold it. And Jeff Burke's doing that. He'll move to the middle lane. Up top is still the man hung out to dry. That's going to be the man. Matthew Lee now in the middle. He's got Osborne to his inside, and we're going 3 wide in a hurry.
Boy, Ed Osborne just straight up got shanked. Everybody went to the top, hung him out to dry. Still down on the inside lane, starting to get some help from Jeffrey Sickles. Haven't talked about him all race long in the 78. Now everybody's slicing through the field. Lucas Lyons dive bombing it down to the inside with help from Joshua Rodriguez. Merck still holds the lead. Bruce behind him. Here comes Double L. Lucas Lyons down to the inside for the lead.
The names have all changed since we've come around to the end, but one thing has happened is we got a spin. Wigginton up and over. He bicycles into the pack. He collects Adam Newton. He crashes. Rodriguez spins. Raw method down below the bottom of the racetrack. A big trouble in turn number 2. Stack him. Huck Wigginton up in the air. Bicycles. Big damage maybe for Adam Newton. And the caution is out now for the 7th time off turn number 2.
Points Poppers instant replay, big slide, Huck Wigginton up in the air, riding on board with Huck Wigginton. And Wesley Outland, you saw it all with Huck Wigginton getting up into the air.
Well, they were making a move to try to go 3 wide. I just saw just a glimpse of Wigginton's truck got wicked loose. I think it was a bad bump draft, or even he lost it on his own. He lost it off the corner. Maybe Osborne might have got into the back end and caused him a bad bump draft, but nonetheless, Wigginton's truck got up in the air. That's why I love Nestle Crunch, one of my favorite songs back in the 80s growing up. And that comics truck, nowhere to go for the 00 as he was literally up in the air, came back down, collected 19 of Adam Newton, nowhere for him to go. Everyone else started scattering to miss him. And we have a caution here, as by the way, we are at the home stretch. There's the shot right there. That is Osborne. Man, Ed Osborne into the left rear, and it sent the 00 up in the air. Okay, so the sponsor's comics, but it looks like the Nestle Crunch. It looks like the Nestle Crunch wrap job. And I do love Nestle Crunch.
Yeah, looking kind of old school right there on the 00. And honestly, I mean, you know, Zach, these guys are dropping like flies. They're dropping like noobs in Call of Duty is exactly what's happening. And not only everybody else, but we're talking about playoff drivers riding on board with one of them, Adam Newton, innocent bystander. Wigginton goes down, and there you see Adam Newton just trying to slide up through it.
Yeah, you were talking about they were dropping like flies. One of the reasons why these cars were dropping was because of Lucas Lyons and Josh Rodriguez. If you go back a lap before the caution, they came like a rocket ship to the inside, absolutely passing a whole lane of 10 cars or so to get to out front. They're going to be 1-2 now with an amazing move. We'll see if they stick together. They're going to be on the inside and outside on the front row, so we'll see if they want to try to find each other and stick together in one of the lanes.
We go on board with Jordan Jurassic. I want to see how close or how badly damaged the 6 is. Remember, we were talking about drivers starting to make a climb through the field. Watch the 6 now, and we'll see what's going on with him. Yeah, let's see a replay. I want to go on board with the 6 on the replay here. And if I remember, Jacob, isn't he the champion of this year, or the previous year for this series, I think?
Yes, sir, he is.
Yeah, watch this, our defending champion. Watch this. You see him getting in line. You see he's got Montgomery in front of him, and Montgomery had a really good climb up to the front in the 24. Now watch this. Look at this. Oh, no. Wow. Did he get lucky by netcode, Jacob? I think he got saved by netcode, brother.
Yeah, obviously, it looks like he did get saved a little bit by netcode. He's not jumping down pit road or anything like that. Looking at his truck, it doesn't actually look too bad. From where I'm sitting, so he may end up having a shot. A couple of them jumping down pit road, look like Cofield. One of them jumps down pit road, tries to get some of that fixed. Adam Newton, Huck Wigginton drivers that are jumping down pit road, Broadfoot as well. And yeah, Nick Sacco, I mean, I hate it for Sacco. I just completely screwed him up big time. I'll tell you what, since I already screwed him, yeah, I mean, I screwed him up bad right here. I tell you what, as bad as I gotta say it, if I'm gonna put any bad luck on any other the other drivers, it looks like Jeff Merck may be jumping down pit road, thinking. He looks like he's got to stay out. Let's bring up my good buddy.
No, don't. You
bring up Lucas Lyons. Why not? Let's bring up Lucas Lyons.
Oh my goodness.
See what he's got going on, Lucas.
Lucas, if you crash, it's his fault, okay? Know that I'm in the backstretch and I'm totally against this.
Hey, as long as it's not Daniel Cunningham pulling me up, I'm fine with it.
Oh, buddy, yeah, obviously. Yeah, Lucas, I'll ask you about that in a second. Well, actually, I'll ask you about it right now because y'all get doubled up, getting ready for the 1 degree right here. But, Lucas, obviously, you know, you're pretty damn good driver yourself. I mean, that move right there with you and Rodriguez, y'all shot up through there like a cannon. Are we thinking about maybe you and Rodriguez trying to make something happen right here?
I miss my Cofield. I'll be honest. I'm upset that he's got involved in some stuff, but I'm just here to work with whoever wants to work with me. I like going fast. I'm not lifting unless, of course, there's nowhere to go. But other than that, I'm not lifting because I like going fast. Race car go burnt and stuff like that. But, yeah.
Well, Lucas, real quick, I got one more quick question. We'll send you back down there to blue lights. But, you mentioned that Daniel Cunningham, maybe a lot of you don't know that. But, Lucas, you're actually, a man of driving. You know how to get it done behind the wheel. But you also have dipped your toes a little bit into the producing side of producing races and everything else. Just real quick, talk about what that feels like to be a producer, driving and then also producing iRacing content.
Well, the producing side, it's nice when you and Daniel are working together, because I just hear y'all bicker back and forth the entire time, and I just get to sit there and listen. And the Goat Walker IndyCar Series has put a really good show on for us. It made it really easy to capture all the action over there, and it's really not too bad. I was kind of scared at first, but it's been a lot of fun hearing you and Daniel talk back and forth and stuff like that.
Well, Double L Lucas Lyons, hopefully you will not wreck it. If you do, it's my fault, buddy. Good luck the rest of the race.
Thank you.
Send him on back down there as we are getting ready for a restart. Here we go. With 10 laps to go to decide the DSR Electric 275 here tonight at Talladega. Lucas Lyons, big shot. Jeff Murf. Murf goes from the bottom, already jumps up to the top side. Wesley, they're already trying to make moves to put them in position to win, and some of them lock themselves into the championship race.
105 minutes ago was the drop of the green flag, and now this is where you want to be. To the home stretch we go. It's Bruce in the middle lane. He's got a push by Jeff Murf, helped by Rodriguez, and by Matt Lee. Inside lane is Lyons. He'll lose the lead, maybe stays locked to the bottom, and Jurassic is coming up top in 3 and 4.
With 10 laps to go, this is the time to go, and as you see, Jeff goes around once again. Jeff Murf around, the whole field wrecks. For the most part, and the second big one flies.
Lucas Lyons wrecked.
Lucas Lyons goes around. Commentator curse.
Lucas Lyons gets involved right here. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Lucas Lyons. Jeff Murf, both of those drivers side by side right there. A little bit, oh man. I mean, we're seeing on Pulse Popper's instant replay. Zach, I was sitting here watching this. You watch Lyons, he's on the bottom, Bruce right there up at the front. Watch what happens. Murf gets the shove. He shoves Bruce. Jurassic, Cherry, they're rocking and rolling, trying to get something going on the top. But watch
teammates, Jacob, let them know they're teammates.
They are teammates, but watch Murf. He comes down and he is not clear. Lyons was there, and Lyons cutting left because Bevan is straight up his tailgate. Bruce gets away. Rodriguez gets away as well. But I think that was just a whole deal of Murf not clear right there, Zach. At least that's what it looked like.
Yeah, well, as we've seen this entire race, Murf is somebody who wants to be up front. He wants to be dominating this race, and he is not scared to make a move. And unfortunately, that was just the wrong timing move. But going back to the commentator curse, once again, Lucas Lyons goes around. That's the second time tonight. I'm scared to, think about who you're going to bring up for the third time, because it's going to get more aggressive as we get this race going on. But as you can see, the 3-car of Tristan Bruce, a great restart. He'll get through it. The 1-car of Joshua Rodriguez gets through it. Somehow Matt Lee gets through it. What an amazing job by him. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot of damage. But the laps tick down. Wesley, this is going to be a crazy fight to the finish.
Man, I tossed it to you, and the next thing I know, I saw nothing smoke. And, man, can we go on board with, I want to say, Lucas Lyons after we see Jordan Jurassic? Watch this here. Jordan Jurassic, I think we're on board with him, but I do want to see what it was like on board with Lucas Lyons, because my goodness, Jacob, he just got slung every which way but loose like a rag doll. Watch this here. Man, nowhere to go for the defending champion. I think Jordan Jurassic might be okay, though. I think he might be okay.
No, I'm looking at that.
A little bit of damage, maybe some damage, but it's not severely damaged. Man.
Yeah, Jurassic, he gets involved in that one, and we'll check it out real quick.
Lyons.
He was asking about Lucas Lyons.
Yeah, I'm going to go on board with Lucas Lyons. Watch this again. Lucas Lyons, and just watch his world turned upside down. He had nowhere to go, and it happened so fast. I don't even think he even realized it, Jacob, seriously. Watch this.
Well, Wesley, he's getting the shove from Bevan. I mean, he comes down. I mean, Mert comes down. He's there. Lyons can't lift. Bevins is there, and then Bevins running right up his tailgate. Lyons just gets into Mert, sends him around. I mean, it is one of those things. David Cunningham out there starting to think Jake is more bad luck than I am when I'm in the booth. Thank you very much. That's Daniel D. Cunningham that's throwing that one at me. So thank you very much on that one. Broadcaster curse hits again. He's had worse hits on that than I have. Thank you, Wesley. But a lot of them jumping down pit road trying to get some stuff fixed. Tristan Bruce, Rodriguez, Bevan, one of those guys that was right in behind Lucas Lyons. He's still out there with Lee and Meza as well. Good run for Raul Meza. No practice, no qualifying. Started dead last in the field. Here he is up here. Could possibly come out of this bad boy with a top 5. And Ed Osborne's been really strong up here as well. As we are under 10 laps to go, folks. And you know, Zach, you were talking about a second. You were scared on who I was going to bring up next. I'll tell you what. First broadcast with Nazra. Let's see what you think. I mean, who do you want to bring up here?
Who do you want to bring in? Let's throw it into the 16-year-old's hands.
Why not? I mean, who do you want to interview?
Looking at the leaderboard, I'm all about underdogs. So not trying to, go on anybody, but Bruce has been up for all race. Let's try to get him in the booth.
Okay, well, then you can interview Tristan Bruce. So we'll bring him on up here. And,
oh, my goodness.
This is going to be interesting right here.
I don't think this is somebody that you really want to talk to, and he crashes and he comes back to find you, young man.
Here's
Tristan, remember, this kid is underage. He's only 16 years old, okay? So be nice.
Hey, Tristan, I got good news and bad news. The good news is it's not Joshua interviewing you, so you don't have his curse. The bad news is I'm still the commentator as well tonight, so you still will have a curse either way after this interview is over. However, you are in the lead tonight. You've been dominating the majority of this race. And looking at the leaderboard, you have a lot of unfamiliar faces around here, with the exception of maybe Matt Lee. I'm looking at the field right now. A lot of these guys up a lot of positions. With that in mind, how are you going to fend off these guys coming to the final few laps? How are you going to maintain the lead, block your lines when you need to, and get to victory lane here tonight at Talladega?
Yeah, first, I think everyone that y'all have brought into the booth tonight has wrecked, so we'll see. But no, I mean, yeah, I've been around almost every caution tonight, and I've gotten really lucky and just made my way through them pretty good. But yeah, I got Bevan right behind me, is a good friend of mine, and then I got a teammate, Matthew Teeley, right there sitting in 4th. So yeah, we'll just see how all this plays out. Got to block the runs at the right time. And yeah, I'm out of the playoffs, so I'm just here to have fun now. So hopefully we can stay in this position, but here we go.
Well, Tristan, it sounds like you have some good luck heading into the final few laps. Good luck to you. I hope the best for you, and try to get that thing to victory lane. We'll see you in there.
Yep, thank you.
We'll see what happens out of that. Maybe Zechariah could break the commentator's curse one way or another. Going with Tristan Bruce up here at the front. So let's set it up for you. Get ready for a restart. Here could possibly be the last one. And folks, if we do end up going into overtime, we got unlimited attempts. Green flag in the air. Tristan Bruce, Joshua Rodriguez, Isaac Bevan, Matt Lee, Raul Meza. Take the green flag. Bruce jumps up, goes with Rodriguez. Here comes Isaac Bevan, 27 in the house. He's trying to go to the front of it here tonight at Talladega.
There are new names up in the front, and now Isaac Bevan is trying to break through and win for Nazra. He is on the inside. He's got Tristan Bruce to his flank on the driver-passenger door. Now we're side by side. Rodriguez, Meza, who had problems earlier. Don't make a mistake now. They're working into the front. They're 3 and 4 with 5 to go this time around.
Raul Meza, where did that 37 Serv Pro Chevrolet come from? He is in a position to win this race tonight after being outside the top 10 for the majority of the night. For the moment, though, the dominating car, Tristan Bruce, ahead on the outside lane, cuts to the bottom to block the run by the 27 of Joshua Rodriguez, Isaac Bevan, as we come into turn 1 with 5 laps to go here at Talladega. The 3 continues to lead with a huge shove from the 27, and the 1 of Rodriguez coming right from the outside.
Guys, I got to tell you something, Jacob. Keep an eye on that outside lane up against the safer barrier. It has happened all night long. As you see Adam Newton throw the block on Dustin Scruggs, and the Reading Rainbow 11 gets the door shut on him. Now it's Bruce and Rodriguez side by side for the lead. Here as they work in 3 and 4. We're 3 wide again, and we're wrecking. Caution is out. Trouble on the back straightaway. Lucas Lyons, are you serious? Lucas Lyons and Nick Sacco both crash in turn number 3 and 4. Or at the bottom of turn number 3, actually.
Yeah, I think there may be a little bit of beef right here. I'm not 100%, but if you look at how this is going to turn out, Wesley Outland, it was going into turn 3. You saw it all right here. I mean, it looks like there may be some beef between the 88 and the 44. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just maybe just some contact here. I just they got together, and there was another guy. I don't even think his name got mentioned. The 14 got sent up in the fence as well. It wasn't even his fault, but he got caught up in it. Matthew Cummings, and man, well, this pretty much just seals the fate that we possibly might be looking at overtime, especially when they were coming to 3 to go here. So strap in. I think we're going to see it.
Yeah, I think so. And actually, I just got a message from Lucas Lyons, said his game crashed. So may have had something to do with it. Maybe it was just, I mean, yeah, when you look, I mean, he's just going hard left. It just goes hard left. So maybe there was a little bit of an issue. Watch his wheel right here. Let's see what happens right here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe what it is. Maybe the game crashed or something like that. There's a bump, wiggle, jiggle, like you say, or whatever. And actually, he just sent me a message right here. Yeah, the instructions, big old code, whatever, referred memory and everything. Basically, yeah, the whole damn thing just crashed. The whole system, everything just crashed, and it completely knocked him out of it. So, unfortunate for Lucas Lyons, but I guess was not able to receive input and all that other stuff. So Lucas Lyons, he's out of this bad boy. Well, check this out. Tristan Bruce, Rodriguez, Isaac Bevan. Remember that name, folks. He is in position to possibly win and lock himself in to the Championship 8. He is in that playoff bracket of the Elite 12. So Isaac Bevan, one of those drivers. You see Adam Newton right there smack dab in the middle of it. He is there as well. Dustin Scruggs right there. He's in the mix as well. One driver that we haven't talked about all night long is Ryan Johnson. Toddy Horse is not here. Remember, last week said he was not going to be here. If you were at Iowa with us last week, was not here. He won, and, he wasn't here. He's not able to race here this week. So something happened or something out of the range, but that's going to put him in quite a hole when we go to race next week, Zachariah. It's going to really put him in a hole.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to have to practice a lot coming up next week to this next track. But, I mean, that is a perfect opportunity for everybody else that is here tonight. You have a few championship favorites who are not here. This is the perfect opportunity at Talladega to pick up a win, and Bruce is currently doing that. He is in the lead, and Bevan, like you said, the 27 car, because you said Bruce is out of the playoffs. So you have the 27 car of Isaac Bevan. He hasn't been in the lead a lot tonight, but he has been getting through all the wrecks, playing it very conservative. He is setting up in a third-place spot with 2 laps to go, and he's playing it smart. Maybe smart's going to work out here. Maybe you don't have to lead the first 2 stages. You just have to be consistent and find way up to the front and lead that final lap, which is the last one in stage 3. So it's going to be a crazy, crazy finish. Rodriguez in second. He's been consistent all night. Same with Newton in the 19 and Ed Osborne in the 28. We've seen flashes from him as well. It's going to be a crazy, crazy final 2 laps. That's if we don't get another good white checkered, Wesley.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, I think overtime was going to be wild. I know but how many attempts at overtime, Jacob? 3 attempts, I believe, or was it unlimited?
Unlimited attempts at overtime. There you go. Well, I mean, that 15 is just, if we have 15 damn overtime attempts, we need to retire from NASRA. Like, seriously, I'm just being honest. If we have 15 cautions in overtime, we got a problem. I mean that in no disrespect to our bosses, Brady and Cody, but man, hopefully I think that's just to put a number in there just to have something on lock. But there is chances for unlimited attempts of overtime. And Jacob, always a fun time, my friend, being able to work with you. I had an off Friday night before I go out of town to Virginia and Pennsylvania for the weekend, and had an off night at Wake County Speedway with NASCAR in Wake County, and just always fun working with you. I know we got a newbie in here. I think he's
16 years old. Zachariah Cartledge filling in for the cook, for the chef, Mr. Morgan Cook. But man, we're having fun, and we're ready to see what happens here for the end of this one, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good one. Real quick, I do want to correct myself because we've had so much happen here in this race. Last week, it was Lucas Oil, and MDW won the damn race. I mean, poor old Ryan Johnson, I think he finished like 4th, but still made in the next round. He's going to drop like a rock in the point standings. Auto Club is next week, so we'll see if the Tiny Horse will be there for Auto Club and see how that sucker works out. We are at the cream-white checkered deal. So, folks, this is pretty much how this works right here. And obviously, whatever you out there with Fear Gaming, fingers crossed for 15 cautions. If it's 15 cautions, it's your tail. We're coming after you. But this is how it works. They will take the green flag. Once they take the green flag, the next flag, if they can make it back to the white flag, you will have an official race, and we will race green all the way. Doesn't matter if they all wad them up. We will make it all the way. We will have a green flag finish. But if they wreck before they get to the white flag, we'll re-rack them, restack them, do it again 15 times, 100 times, unlimited attempts. Here we go. Maybe the final restart of the evening. Green flag in the air. Tristan Bruce gasses up. Rodriguez up top with Adam Newton to help. Isaac Bevan would love to win and lock himself into the championship round. Here comes Rodriguez up top of Tristan Bruce off turn number 2.
The quest is to just get to the other side and see the white flag. Right now, some pushing going on. That's Newton pushing Rodriguez up on the outside lane. Look at who's poking out of line. Bruce is free falling. Here comes now the outside lane, led by Brian Chu. Can he get up there? Not yet there as they work it at turn 3. They're shoving, they're pushing, they're banging. Hold on to it there up before.
Rodriguez holds the inside line, blocking the run from the 3 of Bruce. The 19 of Newton goes to the outside. It's 3-1. We're bumping and banging. They hold on to it. The 1 called Rodriguez continues out front. Pushed by the 11 of Scruggs. Scruggs back to the outside. Pushed by the 9 of Blanchard. Coming to the white flag. It's the white flag. Sponsored by Darren, Detail, and Shine. And take it away, Wesley and Jacob. It's the white flag.
Final time around. This is for all the marbles. Will the playoff driver reach the championship 8? At Chicagoland after the wild card, that's Talladega, and they're wrecking behind them already. Matt Lee, Eric Zimmerman, they're in the safer barrier to the back straightaway. Justin Scruggs in the Reading Rainbow, number 11 to the front. Rodriguez on the bottom. Bruce with a push, 3 wide, on the outside as they're coming to the flag off 4.
Rodriguez up on the top side, bottom, goes back up top. He's going to get spun. Scruggs tags him, spins him around. Scruggs side by side. They're 4 wide at the line. Blanchard down there on the bottom. Jeff Burke up top. He will take it here at Talladega as we got a hell of a crash at the start-finish line. Jeff Merck wins it here tonight at Talladega. Isaac Bevan comes home second. Ed Osborne, your podium finishers. But the DSR Electric 275 goes to Jeff Merck. Holy hell, what a finish at Talladega. Boy, this is why we love this place.
Yeah, not to cut any of you guys off, but the 3 of Bruce, I think I may have cursed him too because he was flipping across the line, still manages a P8, but Bruce flips coming across the start-finish line. Man, Jeff Merck, what a good position he was in. They were 4 wide coming off the front stretch, and he was in the perfect spot to squeeze on the outside right next to the wall and get the win at Talladega. What a finish.
Unbelievable, guys. I mean, look at this. And Jeff Merck, I said, Jacob, remember what I told you?
Wow.
Keep an eye on the outside lane. Look at Tristan Bruce up and in the air. He's airborne. As Zachariah said, flipping upside down on his roof across the finish line. But I told you, keep an eye on that outside lane. I had a feeling that it was this race. Look at the push by Newton and Brian Chu to push Jeff Merck, the only NASCAR Cops champion and Rookie of the Year in the same year 2 years ago. Unbelievable. Never count the Florida driver, Jeff Merck, out.
I think old Adam Newton may end up getting one hell of a Christmas card sent to him as his good buddy, what he likes to call Pookie, Jeff Merck, gets it done. Check this out. Look at the contact. Just everybody 3-4 wide at the line or through the tri-oval, and then all hell ends up breaking loose. Brad Chew gets involved. Look at Kermit the Frog. Luke Smith just sneaked by down on the bottom side. Got him a 4th place finish. Obviously, he's not in the playoffs anymore, but still, I mean, good run for Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog. So, wow, what a I mean, damn, what a race. I mean, you can't ask for much better than that right there. You cannot ask for. And actually, mind you, Luke Smith, I just said he wasn't. He is in the playoffs. He's in the red, but comes out of this bad boy, I got a feeling he's going to be in the black, Wesley.
He's going to try to be in the good for sure. And listen to this. Again, Jeff Murk and Tristan Bruce, they're kind of teammates, right? But on the last lap, and we said this, it's every man for themselves for catch fence, and you saw what happened there. Jeff Murk picking up the victory. Tristan Bruce crashed. He still gets a top 10, but man, I feel bad. I feel bad for Rodriguez, dude. Man, he was so close on the cusp of reaching the finish line and winning this thing. Joshua Rodriguez for velocity wrecked out. Well, this is one that we're definitely going to be talking about for a long time in the NASCAR record books to come, Jacob.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seems like it's always at a super speedway like Talladega or Daytona or even the new Atlanta. Jeff Murk gets it done. Isaac Bevan, good run for him. That'll slide him up out of the red and put him in the black. He ends up finishing second after starting 27 here this evening. Ed Osborne finishes on the podium. We'll be talking to those three here in just a little bit. Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog here, finishes 4th. That's going to be good for him and the Bulldog, Adam Newton. I mean, he battled, got caught up in a couple of wrecks, still comes home with a top 5, so nothing to shake a stick at on that. Brandon Broadfoot comes home 6th. Brian Chew will finish 7th. Chris Blanchard will finish 8th. Matt Cherry 9th. And Tristan Bruce, who was up there at the front, had a shot, and it looks like Zachariah might have put the commentator curse on him. He finishes in 10th, Zach.
Yeah, Dustin Scruggs in the 11 car, ironically finishing 11th tonight after a strong run. A little bit of a subpar performance, but still a good result from him. Raul Meza, a strong result in 12th, and Jeff Sickles in 13th. Nick Sacco in 14th after a lot of tough wrecks. Finishing 14th is quite a good feat for that driver. 15th, Dylan Cardenas. We saw some flash run today, and same for Matthew Montgomery in the 16th spot. Jonathan Cofield in the 17th spot, and on the final lap, he was in the lead, unfortunately finishing 18th as Josh Rodriguez in the number 1 car.
Eric Zimmerman finishing in 19th. Matt Lee finishing in 20th. Last drivers to finish on the lead lap. Lucas Lyons 6 down, 21st. Matt Cummins 6 down, finishes 22nd. JD, not a good running for the 6th. He ends up finishing 23rd with 00. Hunt Wiggins in 24th. Tyler Daniels finishes 25th. James Beard, one of those drivers in the Championship 8, finishes 26th after getting caught up in a wreck right there at the end of stage number 1. Jose Luis Rivera finishes 27th. The big loser out of all of this is MDW, Matthew David Wood. We talked about him none this evening because he got caught up in a lap 2 crash, and he's one of the championship favorites coming into this damn thing to make it into the Championship 8. He finishes 104 down, dead last. Bray LaBeouf, Cody Knott, the race directors, here this evening at Talladega. Well, folks, we're going to go round up the podium finishers. Don't go anywhere. You've been watching the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series live here on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network.
Are you ready?
For Murf's Magical Creations, home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murf's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murf's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Well, folks, the celebration is on. The beer is flowing, or whatever's usually in Jeff Mark's cup. Florida Cabinet Distributors Victory Lane, baby, gets it done here tonight at Talladega, locking himself into the championship 8. Possibly another championship run for a champion here in Nazareth. Jeff, buddy, congratulations on that win, buddy. I mean, just talk us through that, because, I mean, everything had to play out right. It all had to play out right. First off, what's in the cup? And then, talk us through that. I mean, just talk us through that whole finish.
Yeah, that would be Captain Silver.